All right, live. All right, bet. All right, live. All right, bet. Oh shit! I got that going. At least I know I put everything correctly. No, let me close all this shit. Pull the video up. Cool. All right. What's good, chat? How is everybody? Swag's finally back. Yeah. It's been 20 minutes. But fuck you, man. All right, fuck you. I gotta stop being lazy now. I've been lazy all December now, and now even this nigga's uploading. So I gotta get on my shit. I'll finally use Edo Tensei on Swag. Somebody got his ass up. Apparently, Swag's been cooking this whole time. When I talked to the nigga yesterday, he said he uninstalled all the social media apps so he could lock in and make this fucking video. So this nigga he's been cooking this fucking video. Cause he locked in like a month before he came back during the 6 games, and then he logged in for another 2 months to get this shit out. So whatever's in this fucking 48-minute video, this nigga better have cooked. It's called Naruto is Always the Underdog. I don't know what the fuck this means. You know, I don't know what he means, but yeah, that's what the fuck the video is called. What if Swag was trying to retreat in the time chamber for 12 months? Oh, well, we're about to see. We're about to see what would happen if Swag was betrayed and trapped in the time chamber for 4 months. Or for 12 months. For this video. I didn't write this video. I didn't write this bullshit. All right, I'm not gonna call it bullshit. Is Mirror good? Yeah, Mirror's good. I was dead ass like 5 minutes before I was talking. 5 minutes ago, before I started streaming, I was talking to Mirror. We were just talking. But yeah, whatever's in this video, bro, Swag better have cooked. I hope he reviews Dragon Ball later on. I know he's been watching Daima. I plan on doing a video on Daima eventually. I don't know when, but I definitely plan on doing it. All right. I think I'm about ready to start this fucking video. I want to watch this shit at like 1. Swag talks fast as shit. I might not be able to speed this up. Let's see.
Been around the block once or twice, you've probably at least caught a whiff of the discourse I'll be exploring in this video. A critique often levied at Naruto, both the character and the series, is that they exist at odds with one of the things they're meant to represent. I can't tell you how many times I've heard that the series started as an underdog story with a compelling message about how hard work is more valuable than natural talent, until it undid all this by retroactively turning its main character into not just a prodigy, but the chosen one. Something else you'll often hear following this talking point is that Rock Lee should have been the main character instead, since he's a better vehicle for the message of the value of hard work than Naruto is. Now, as the title should have already told you, I don't agree with this at all. I think that people who talk about the series like this are missing the point. Naruto is supposed to be an underdog, but he was never meant to be completely helpless or something. The story was never ever about someone without any gifts proving that they're as good as people more talented than they are. It does stress the importance of hard work and grit, but it never tries to present these things and natural talent as being mutually exclusive. The characters in this setting don't exist in some sort of this or that dichotomy where they either have gifts or they don't. Again, it's not a story about succeeding in spite of being talentless in a world full of gifted people. It's actually about having enough faith in yourself and staying determined enough to find what your gifts are. Let's, as an example, use the Rock Lee thing I brought up earlier to explore this point further. Like Naruto, Rock Lee doesn't show very much promise when he begins his career as a ninja. He's clearly supposed to be an underdog too, but unlike Naruto, he has some kind of disability that that completely prevents him from using ninjutsu or genjutsu. He has things pretty bad. But something that always gets left out of this discussion, something I'll add that's very important, is that in the same fight where it's revealed that Lee has this handicap, Kakashi says that for him to be able to open up 3 of the 8 gates, he must be a genius, as it's not something anyone can do just by trying hard enough. There's no ambiguity here. He blatantly says Lee is gifted, and then just to make sure there's no confusion, explains that this is exactly what he meant. I'd also like to add that after Kakashi said this, Lee opened 2 more of the gates. So we can pretty safely say that Lee's past the point of being an ordinary genius and is actually pretty exceptional even when compared to other gifted ninja. This feels like a smoking gun argument to me. There really is no reason to introduce a character like Lee, who is so obviously meant to be an underdog, who clearly blatantly has to work harder than everyone else if he wants to be able to keep up with them, then immediately say that he's actually really talented, unless of course the series is trying to say exactly what I said it is. Everyone in this setting can do something that most people can't, or is better at something than most people are. That's why an experienced super genius like Kakashi can only open 1 of the gates, and a supposedly good-for-nothing failure of a kid whose ninja career basically just started can open 5. The idea with Lee is that his gifts were less obvious and more difficult to tap into than most people's are. So to a lot of people, they might have seemed outright non-existent, and everyone told Lee this, that he wasn't good enough and shouldn't bother trying. But he believed he was good enough. Do I have what it takes to be a great ninja wasn't a question Lee asked himself. It wasn't a matter of if to Lee, but a matter of how. He worked backwards from the conclusion that he could work within the scope of his own limitations and still find something that makes him exceptional, and it's this kind of unwavering determination that the series is trying to preach about. Naruto, the character, exemplifies this pretty well. Now, I'm probably gonna piss a bunch of people off by saying this, but I think that at the start of the series, Naruto's in an even worse position than Lee would have been in when he graduated from the academy. Like Lee, he couldn't use genjutsu, was bad at taijutsu, and sucked at throwing shuriken. The one and only advantage he had over Lee was that he could use a ninjutsu, a single one, and it was the sexy jutsu, which is basically the same as not having any ninjutsu at all. Effectively, they were in the same position. Now, before anyone tries to say how Lee actually had it worse because he was straight up incapable of using ninjutsu and genjutsu, first of all, it really doesn't matter because it's not like Naruto wasn't trying.
Hey, Swag, no Storm 4 gameplay in the yearly long upload. No Storm 4 gameplay in this video, buddy. I need to see fucking actions.
He was doing his best to learn all the ninjutsu the academy was trying to teach him, and it just wasn't working, so it's essentially the same thing. I'll go a step further than saying that it's just the same though. Let me actually explain how this is an advantage for Lee. As far as genjutsu goes, Naruto just can't do it. In the entire 700 chapter run of the manga, he never uses a single genjutsu ever, not once the whole entire time. And with ninjutsu, Naruto had a reason beyond his own control that stopped him from being able to use the kinds of ninjutsu the academy was trying to teach him, that being the Nine Tails. We'll talk more about this later, but even though everyone likes to pretend the Nine Tails was this invaluable asset to Naruto that made his life super easy or something, it caused a lot of problems for him, and in this case it messed with his chakra control to such an extent that he basically couldn't use any of the ninjutsu he was being taught properly. And unlike Lee, he couldn't afford to go all in on taijutsu because he needed to be able to perform ninjutsu to graduate, so Naruto had to waste a bunch of time and effort trying to develop skills he wasn't suited for to please a curriculum that was actively hostile to him, while for whatever reason Lee was able to graduate solely based off of his merit as a taijutsu user. There's also the whole Nine Tails thing that made practically everyone in the entire village hostile to Naruto, as well as the fact that he didn't have any parents to help guide him through the learning process. These are also obstacles Lee never had to face, and they aren't minor. Having no parents or mentors to seek help from meant that until he enrolled in the academy, Naruto had to figure everything out on his own. And again, we can see that he tried. We see flashbacks of him training in a room littered with books and scrolls, stuff that he likely sought out on his own by going to the village library or whatever. While we do see him sleeping in class from time to time, it's pretty unfair to Naruto to attribute this to laziness rather than, you know, all the other stuff it could be. Like him spreading himself thin day after day training, exhausting himself trying to master jutsu and skills that he can't intuitively learn because he's either not talented enough or because he's carrying a demon inside of him that makes it impossible for him to use chakra normally, or it could be that he's unhealthy because of his diet, something that he as a 12-year-old boy really can't be held accountable for since he has no one to tell him he should be eating better. Could have been a lot of different things. The fact that he enrolled in the academy at all, that he clearly went to the village library.
I like this video so far. But how many, what the fuck? Why the fuck did it pull up Twitter? Oh, I hit the wrong button. 6 high as fuck. I don't do. I feel like I say this shit every stream. I don't do drugs or anything. But I like this video so far. I just I want to know what Swag's working towards.
To read more about chakra and the fundamental skills he'd need to acquire to become a ninja when we know for a fact no one was there to offer him any guidance at all is proof that he
Naruto isn't the underdog. What the fuck is, like, niggas just say stupid shit all the time, bro.
Was trying in spite of the deck being stacked against him. And on top of all that, unlike Lee, Naruto wasn't content with just being an accomplished ninja. He was aiming for Hokage. In practically every respect, he was fighting an equally steep, if not steeper, uphill battle than Lee was. That's enough of the Rock Lee comparisons, at least for now. I want to move on to some other stuff, in particular Naruto's privilege, or supposed privilege anyway, all of the advantages he's perceived to have. There are 4 big ones: the Nine Tails, his teachers, his parents, and the whole reincarnation business. Let's go over each of them one at a time. Let's start with his status as Jinchuriki of the Nine-Tailed Fox. This is not as much of an asset as everyone likes to pretend that it is. Like I already said earlier, this thing kept Naruto from having any mentors for the first 12 years of his life, and also made it impossible for him to control his chakra with any kind of finesse. It gave him a healing factor, which comes up like twice pre-time skip, and a lot of extra chakra to work with, but only once he trained to take advantage of it. Even the multi-shadow clone jutsu, the main way he takes advantage of his large chakra supply, is something he's able to use without any help from the Nine Tails. Now before anybody says it, yeah, I know the Fox has helped Naruto out plenty of times on its own, with no input from Naruto whatsoever. I'll admit now that these aren't examples of him benefiting from the fruits of his training or anything, they're Naruto capitalizing on an advantage no one else has. But let's actually go over all the times where this happens. Off the top of my head, Naruto gets help from the Nine Tails in some way against Haku, Orochimaru, Neji, Gaara, Kimimaro, Sasuke, Deidara, Orochimaru again, Kakazu, I guess, Pain, and then after that he gains control of the Nine Tails and uses its chakra in most of his fights going forward. One thing you may have already noticed if you're as familiar with the series as I am is that in all of the examples I just gave from before the time skip, Naruto either didn't win the fight or he was using the Nine Tails chakra intentionally after training specifically to develop the ability to tap into it. Before Shippuden, Neji and Gaara are the only 2 people he beats on account of getting help from the Fox, and he fights them after spending a month training for the Chunin exams, or in other words, training to beat both of them. To offer an example of the Chunin exams, or
what the fuck? Am I tripping? Is Naruto's leg not coming out of his fucking his jacket? In this fucking cover, is it not? Oh, never mind. I see. Like, okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, that looked weird as fuck.
In other words, training to beat both of them. To offer an example of the sort of progress he could have made in that time, Sasuke came back from his training with the Chidori and speed on par with Lee's. So it's not like Naruto even got this red chakra ability for free. Its opportunity cost was pretty steep, and he wasn't even able to use it consistently. He was actually so bad at it that the last person he ever used it against was Gaara. Even in both of these fights, the power wasn't easily accessible. The only reason he could use it against Neji was because he had all of his chakra points closed, and the only reason he could use it against Gaara was because he was completely out of chakra after creating like 500 plus clones and summoning Gamabunta. And the thing is, it's not like the Nine Tails chakra was the thing that made the difference in his fight against Gaara. Naruto summoning Gamabunta was obviously a lot more decisive here, and by the way, that almost didn't even work. If he hadn't been lucky enough to summon Gamabunta's kid earlier in the fight by accident, Naruto wouldn't have gotten any help. He would have just been left there to die. Something else I'd like to point out is that even after beating both of them, Naruto didn't get promoted to Chunin anyways. In other words, winning these 2 fights, the only 2 fights he actually won before the time skip because he was the Jinchuriki of the Nine-Tailed Fox, didn't tangibly benefit him in any way. His ninja career didn't advance at all as a result of these victories. Now that I've gone over these 2 exceptions, let's talk about all of the other examples I listed, starting with Haku. So, okay, admittedly, Naruto did start beating Haku up pretty bad as soon as the Nine Tails entered the equation, but Naruto's performance here was completely irrelevant. Right after he got beaten up by Naruto, Haku left that fight to intercept the killing blow aimed at Zabuza and die from Kakashi's attack, not Naruto's. Then the Nine Tails played no role in
that's
the entire rest
that's
of the
a
battle on
cop
the
out.
bridge. It may as well have not
That's
even
a
shown
cop
up.
out.
I'm not about to let anyone say the Nine Tails saved Naruto's life here either, because Haku left like immediately after Naruto powered up. And also, Haku didn't kill Sasuke. He was holding back against the two of them because, as Zabuza says, Haku's gentle or whatever. He also met Naruto earlier that day and liked him a lot. There's no version of events where Haku kills Naruto here. It just wasn't going to happen. Against Orochimaru in the Forest of Death, Naruto lost. Against Kimimaro, Naruto lost. Against Sasuke, Naruto lost. Against Deidara, Naruto hit him a couple times, but Deidara was able to escape with substitution anyway, and Naruto had to take advantage of an opening Kakashi created for him by sniping Deidara's arm off with a portal to another dimension, and he was backed up by Guy's entire team and Sakura and Chio, and they still couldn't kill Deidara. Against Orochimaru, the second time they fought, the Tenchi Bridge, not in the Forest of Death, he used so much of the Nine Tails power that he completely blacked out, almost killed Sakura by accident, and still got told that he was nothing compared to Sasuke. So then he used even more of the Nine Tails power, and that still wasn't enough to kill a terminally ill Orochimaru who couldn't use his arms. In this situation, he was more of a problem than an asset, because Orochimaru and Kabuto weren't even trying to kill Yamato, Naruto, Sakura, and Sai. They say multiple times that they want to keep these Leaf Ninja alive so that they can kill other members of the Akatsuki. In fact, Kabuto tries to heal Sakura here as a gesture of good faith, and he's not even able to do it properly because of the way that Naruto injured her. So it's not like Naruto even saved anybody's lives here. He didn't do anything productive. All he accomplished was putting the mission in jeopardy and putting the lives of his teammates in jeopardy. Something else I'd like to point out, because I think it's pretty funny, is that this is the second time in a row that Naruto fights someone who can't use either of their arms, gets massively powered up by the Nine Tails, and has backup on his side, and still fails to kill his armless, weakened opponent. Like in Shippuden, his record when fighting under these very specific, very favorable circumstances is somehow 0-2. Anyway, against Kakazu, he uses...
I think it's good Naruto doesn't get his fucking... Like, Naruto doesn't get rewarded for essentially, like, giving into his hatred. Which is what he does whenever he gives his body over to the Nine Tails. Like, he gets so mad at Orochimaru that he gives his body over to the Nine Tails and he summons the Four Tails, the Four Tails V2 cloak. I think it's a good thing he doesn't get rewarded in those situations. It would probably change him as a person if he came out of those situations with a dub under his belt. It'd probably change him as a person a little bit. It also just doesn't look good on the series to have like the guy you want fighting that to like give into it. But like Naruto can still understand everyone's feelings. Like he can understand Sasuke's feelings, why he would give into the hatred, because, you know, he knows what it's like to feel powerless, but not to win based off of it, which is why he stays the same. I think that's a good thing.
Like a smidge, I guess, but I'm not sure how much that really affected things. I think it's reasonable to attribute his victory here more to the S-rank forbidden jutsu that blew Kakazu up like a nuclear bomb than to the red eyes he showed for a second.
I mean, like, I agree with Swag. I think you should just attribute it to the Rasen Shuriken. But even then, like, Naruto knows how to use some of the Kurama chakra at this point. Right? So it's like another thing he had to work for. Ah, Jesus.
I guess, but I'm not sure how much that really affected things. I think
in general, Naruto learning how to use the Nine Tails is completely fair game when you're talking about this sort of topic, because what Naruto essentially wants to become the most beloved person in the village while starting out as the most hated person in the village, specifically because of the Nine Tails. So like while the Nine Tails could be seen as a crutch in some situations, it's just not like that for all of it. Like, it's not the case that just because Naruto has the Nine Tails, he's like the fucking GOAT. Like for the first part of the series, the Nine Tails is a problem. It's definitely not helping Naruto.
Kakuzu, he uses like a smidge, I guess, but I'm not sure how much that really affected things. I think it's reasonable to attribute his victory here more to the S-rank forbidden jutsu that blew Kakuzu up like a nuclear bomb than to the red eyes he showed for a second when he used the jutsu for the first time. Finally, there's pain. So the only reason Naruto even had to tap into the Nine Tails chakra here at all is because...
There's another thing, like, when he taps into it against pain, I'm glad, like, you know, he pushes pain away. He breaks out this. I'm glad he didn't beat pain with this though. Like Kurama didn't get rid of pain for him. It would have just been counterintuitive.
It, as in the Nine Tails itself, made it impossible for him to gather nature energy for Sage Mode mid-combat. I also think it's worth pointing out here that the only reason he was even fighting pain at all is because he was the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails, which also, as I just said, gave him a unique disadvantage in this fight that no one else but him would have had with the whole Sage Mode thing. Now in this fight, which again only happened because Naruto was the host of the Nine Tails, he had to use everything. He almost let the Nine Tails kill him and take over his body because that's how much he wanted to beat pain and because he had to if he didn't want to lose. And that was still barely enough for him to scrape by with the win. But you know what, just to be agreeable, I'll count this as a clean Nine Tails related win for Naruto. So throughout the entire series, this
like a Nine Tails related win is a good thing though. If the Nine Tails never helped Naruto in any fucking way, then Naruto wouldn't be able to see it as a good thing. Hold up. Sorry, I was doing something. But yeah, if the Nine Tails never helped Naruto out in any way, then Naruto would never be able to understand like how would you say how strong Biju are. He would never be able to understand why he needs to actually master Kurama. It's like his most powerful teammate.
Counting fights where Naruto is taking
And I guess you
advantage
could say, you know, Sasuke, but yeah.
of training he put himself through to tap into the Nine Tails power. The thing only makes the difference between winning and losing a single time, and it's against the guy who only wanted to fight him because the Nine Tails was inside him in the first place. After this, of course, Naruto trains with another Jinchuriki and in the process gains access to Nine Tails chakra mode, which allows him to tap into large amounts of the fox's chakra at will. As part of this process, Naruto has to fight the Nine Tails and beat it under the threat of death if he loses. And it goes without saying he couldn't use any Nine Tails chakra in this fight. Course. He had to win using skills he developed throughout his career independent of Kurama's presence or influence. This isn't something he had to do either. He could have just not taken the challenge, but he did anyway. And so considering the nature of the training and all the negative ways being a Jinchuriki affected him earlier in his life, I think it's fair to say that Naruto earned the power he obtained at the Waterfall of Truth. And even after this, it's not like things get easy for Naruto. He struggles against the Raikage, he's nearly killed by Nagato, he's unable to beat the third Raikage with Nine Tails Chakra mode, and actually switches over to Sage mode. He's unable to do anything to Obito without help from Kakashi, so on and so forth. And this is all without mentioning that to tap into all of Kurama's power, Naruto had to become his friend, keeping in mind that he got the shitty, evil, cynical half of the Nine Tails sealed in him, and that no one before him had ever managed to befriend the Nine Tails, even without this extra disadvantage. But I'll talk more about that later. Now, up until this point, at least concerning the Nine Tails stuff, I've only talked about the literal on-screen events. Let's focus on the subtext for a bit. So, all the way back in Chapter 1, when Naruto finds out he's the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails, he's not told that it's been sealed inside him, or whatever. What Mizuki says is that Naruto is the Nine-Tailed Fox. Later in the chapter, Iruka speaks with Mizuki and has to make a distinction between Naruto and the Nine Tails. The idea here obviously being that he sees them as two separate entities, while most of the other villagers see the two as one and the same. There are also other times, particularly early on in the series, where characters speak about Naruto like this, referring to him as the Nine Tails rather than as its host. It still persists further into the series, but mostly with characters who don't see Naruto or other Jinchuriki as anything other than the beasts they're carrying. The members of the Akatsuki, for example. Now, some of you are probably wondering where I'm going with this, and, well, one of Naruto's unique disadvantages is that he has to overcome being perceived this way by the people around him. Once he learns that he's carrying the Nine Tails, it's clearly of at least some importance to him that people are able to see the distinction between the two of them. Knowing this, let's re-examine all of the examples that we took a look at earlier, all the times he's ever been powered up by the Nine Tails throughout the series. In situations where he leans on the power as a crutch, like where the chakra is kind of given to him and he doesn't consciously tap into it, you'll notice a few common trends. He typically succumbs to whatever he's feeling in the moment. This is often rage. He always begins to resemble the Nine Tails. He loses his sense of self either partially or completely, and he almost always fights with the intent to kill. Finally, and this next one is really important, he never wins. Obviously, I don't know what Kishimoto was thinking when he wrote the series, but I'd be willing to bet that all of this is intentional. Whenever Naruto finds himself in a position where a power-up from the Nine Tails might seem helpful, it's meant to be an easy but ultimately flawed and incomplete solution to whatever problem he's currently facing. We'll typically see him interact directly with the fox inside his head before he gets the power-up, and these scenes are almost always like super blatantly constructed to look like he's making a deal with the devil. In these instances, he definitely gets more powerful, but it comes at a cost. This strength, the purely physical, tangible kind, does technically move him closer towards his goal of becoming Hokage, but at the cost of him getting to be him, Naruto. In these moments, the two of them stop being separate entities, and it starts to look like Mizuki was right. Naruto is the nine-tailed fox that destroyed the Leaf Village. This is obviously something that Naruto doesn't want, something he's aiming to avoid. It's not real progress. These are cheap, unearned power-ups, but the series is aware of this and usually even features some kind of underlying narrative reason why Naruto's decision to lean on the Nine Tails in a given moment is wrong. For example, the first time something like this happens, Naruto's fighting Haku, and they're engaged in a heated conversation about the nature of ninja and whether or not they're just tools, means to an end meant to fight and die for their village or the person that hired them. As we know, towards the end of the arc, Naruto is able to make Zabuza realize that this isn't true, and that he and Haku should see themselves and each other as human beings, rather than as mindless killing machines. This is why Naruto fails to kill Haku in his fit of rage, because that's not the correct solution to the problem here. If Naruto were to kill Haku here, he'd be perpetuating the system that led to the entire conflict in the first place, and ultimately nothing would change. The pointlessness of Haku's death is highlighted by the fact that Haku dies to save Zabuza, only for Zabuza to die like immediately afterwards. The series is saying that these characters killing each other doesn't help any of them, just people like Gato, and that Naruto was wrong for giving in to the urge to do so. What Naruto does manage to accomplish is a lot more meaningful than killing Haku would have been. He's able to reach Zabuza by appealing to his humanity, which, saves Zabuza's soul and also gets him to help them deal with Gato and his army of thugs. When he sees what he believes is Sasuke's death, Naruto has a moment of weakness where he's overcome by rage and hatred. His conviction is put to the test, but his emotions superseded. He stops seeing Haku as a human being and starts to see him as a target. It's only when he breaks Haku's mask and sees his face that he's reminded of exactly what he was trying to say earlier. His opponent isn't a faceless killing machine, but a human being. And Naruto realizes that if he, in a fit of rage, kills Haku in retaliation for Sasuke's death, he's no better than Haku, Zabuza, or most importantly, the Nine Tails. Again, succumbing to the allure of the Nine Tails power here is supposed to be a moment of weakness, a mistake on Naruto's part, not indicative of any growth or progress or whatever. The idea that the power of the Nine Tails comes at the expense of Naruto's humanity and sense of self is reinforced in the following arc by Gaara. Gaara's obviously supposed to be a foil to Naruto, and I don't think I need to explain how. Let's take a look at the fight these two have at the arc's climax and at the groundwork the story lays out for it. Just about everyone who knows Gaara, and even people who meet him for the first time in this arc, they're scared of him pretty much whenever they're around him, and it gets a lot worse, as soon as he starts transforming into Shukaku. Tamari's scared of her brother, but she's paralyzed with fear by Shukaku. Kankuro's also scared of his brother, but he even says himself that the way he feels about Shukaku is on a completely different level. He says that the Leaf Ninja won't know true fear until they see Gaara transform. So on and so forth. These aren't the only two characters who express this kind of sentiment about Gaara, but you get the point by now, right? Now with this fear, there obviously comes some obedience and respect. Tamari and Kankuro spend the entire arc doing whatever they can to keep Gaara happy because they're afraid that he might kill them if he gets upset. Many Sand Ninja also speak highly of Gaara. Plenty of them even refer to him as the village's secret weapon. A reputation like this is pretty difficult to develop. Most seasoned adult ninja don't even get this kind of respect from their peers, but for Gaara, while it comes easily, it also comes at a steep price. He's powerful and people take him seriously, but he's also seen as a monster, and that's because he allows himself to be a monster. Like Naruto, when Gaara draws on his tailed beast's power, he begins to resemble it. But to highlight why doing so is a bad thing, the series makes Gaara's transformation look grotesque and terrifying. Like when Naruto does his Berserk Nine Tails thing interesting. He looks kind of scary, I guess, but Gaara takes it to a different level. Now, in order to reach the height of his power, Gaara has to give control of his body to Shukaku, completely surrender his autonomy, and the idea here is that the power on its own isn't worth anything. Gaara gets stronger, but in the process literally stops being himself. These beasts can be used as a shortcut to power, but that's not the same as a shortcut to success, at least not Naruto's idea of success. People would probably have ended up respecting and fearing Naruto if he leaned on the power of the Nine Tails the same way Gaara leaned on the power of Shukaku, but they wouldn't have loved and admired him the way he would need them to in order for him to become Hokage. This is why Gaara has to overcome Shukaku's influence, and more importantly, grow out of the belief that he should live solely to get stronger at any cost, to experience any personal growth, and eventually to become Kazekage. Like I said, as far as this is concerned, Shukaku and Kurama are narrative devices meant to represent shortcuts to power, but not necessarily to success, fulfillment, or happiness. Even though Naruto uses the power of the Nine Tails to defeat Gaara, he does so on his own terms and doesn't allow it to influence him beyond making him stronger. Naruto has to prove to Gaara and to himself that the general public perception of them is wrong, that they're more than the beasts they carry inside of them. If he had entered the same state of mindless bloodlust as he had against Haku and Orochimaru, he probably would have gotten a bigger power boost than what was provided to him by tapping into the chakra himself, but he probably would have been too aggressive and out of his own mind to save Gamakichi, or maybe even use the summoning jutsu in the first place. Speaking of the summoning jutsu, this is another way that Naruto and Gaara are shown to be distinct in this fight. While Gaara has easy, on-demand access to Shukaku's power, the two of them exist in a perpetual power struggle with one another. They both hate each other and only work together when and because they feel like they have to, and most of Gaara's problems stem from this dynamic. Naruto and Kurama have a similar relationship at this point in the series, so while Naruto could have responded to Gaara's overwhelming power by doing the same thing and letting the Nine Tails take him over, he recognizes in the moment that this isn't the correct approach. He opts for the riskier and more difficult, but ultimately correct decision to summon Gamabunta and works with him to defeat Shukaku. What I feel like their combined transformation into the Nine Tails is supposed to represent, like as a visual metaphor, is the idea that Naruto is able to achieve the same thing Gaara did, power on a frankly ridiculous scale, without sacrificing his autonomy the same way Gaara had to, and without literally becoming the Nine Tails and proving Mizuki and others right for seeing him that way. Obviously, the Nine Tails is way stronger.
Bro, this video is so fucking fire. This shit is fire. I don't know if, hold up. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit though.
Than Gamabunta. So this isn't literally true, but that's what I believe the subtext is here. It's just too brilliant an analogy to have been an accident, and I can't really think of anything else the story could have meant to convey by setting up a random problem that was solved by Naruto and Gamabunta transforming into the Nine Tails here. So let's quickly recap. Naruto is able to get through to Gaara by winning the fight on his own terms, proving that he was able to find strength without making the same sacrifices for that strength.
Bro, Swag talks so fucking fast. Holy shit. I normally watch all my YouTube videos in 1.5 times speed now. Like any video I click on. This nigga, he's the only guy I can't understand. I don't know what the fuck he's saying. Holy fuck, bro.
Strength that Gaara had been up to that point. The main takeaway from the fight is supposed to be that power isn't paramount. Not only is seeking it at all costs self-destructive and at odds with achieving other meaningful forms of personal growth, but Gaara's approach to it turns out isn't the only efficient way to obtain power, and in fact isn't the most efficient way to do it either. That's why he lost to Naruto. That's also why whenever we see Gaara again, he doesn't use the Shukaku transformation. It provides cheap and easy power in the short term, but comes at the cost of pretty much everything else Gaara wants, and stops him from reaching the height of his potential as a shinobi anyway. All this stuff gets reinforced by future events. Like, really blatantly, actually. See, what's interesting is that while Naruto teaches Gaara this lesson, Gaara's the only one who actually really internalizes it. Naruto's pretty good about resisting the urge to go berserk the way he did against Haku. Usually. He goes the whole entire next arc after this without using the Nine Tails power at all. The next time we see him do it, he's fighting Kimimaro, and the reason he succumbs to the Fox's influence is because of how emotional the events of the Sasuke retrieval arc make him. Like I said, the series uses Gaara to convey that this is supposed to be a bad
Bro, Naruto vs. Kimimaro is so ass.
Power at
oh
all.
my
Next
god.
time we see him do it, he's fighting Kimimaro,
clips,
and the reason
bro.
he succumbs to the Fox's influence is because
What
of how
is
emotional the
this
events of the Sasuke retrieval arc make him. Like I said, the series uses Gaara to convey that this is supposed to be a bad thing,
so
and it's not
ass,
really
bro.
subtle about it at all. Naruto just gets annihilated by Kimimaro here. Can't do anything to him at all. Then Lee shows up and does better, but still can't win. Then Gaara shows up. Unlike
Lee versus And Gaara? Yeah, those were heat. Those were heat.
Naruto, he's calm, collected, and most importantly, has beaten the temptation to let Shukaku take him over. And he actually starts winning. Granted, Kimimaro does almost win the fight in the end, but he has to transform twice to do it. He barely even had to try in his base form to invalidate everything Naruto threw at him. The difference between the two characters is highlighted, again, about as blatantly as it could be at the beginning of Shippuden. By completely conquering Shukaku's influence, Gaara's reached the level of Kazekage. This is the equivalent of Naruto's stream. But as we continue to see, Naruto still hasn't overcome the influence of the Nine Tails, and as a result, is still really, really far from becoming Hokage. This is about as obvious as the series possibly could have made it that the Nine Tails is supposed to be more of an obstacle than an advantage. Naruto has to overcome this obstacle to get what he wants, the position of Hokage, the same way Gaara had to overcome something similar to become Kazekage. Anyway, let's go back to the Sasuke retrieval arc for a second. I already talked about how the series shows that Naruto using the chakra as a crutch is a bad thing with the Kimimaro fight, but I skipped over Naruto versus Sasuke to stay on topic with the whole Gaara thing. As I already mentioned, Naruto lost his first fight with Sasuke in the Final Valley, and like all the other fights I've talked about so far, there's some subtext here, a narrative reason for Naruto's defeat beyond the fact that he's physically weaker than Sasuke here. What you'll notice if you rewatch the fight is that Naruto starts by trying to talk Sasuke out of his decision to train with Orochimaru and really only fights in self-defense. When this fails though, he falls back on the power of the Nine Tails and decides to force Sasuke to come back with him. Naruto's problem here is his inability and honestly unwillingness to understand Sasuke and the belief that he can solve the problem by just overpowering him. If Naruto had won here, it honestly would have just validated Sasuke's belief that he needed to train with Orochimaru. He would have found a way out of the village eventually and Naruto would have just been sent back to square one. This is why Sasuke shows Naruto some respect but pays no mind to anything he says. It's power without personal growth or any real conviction behind it. Naruto's desire to prove his physical strength to Sasuke is actually what costs him the fight here too. If he'd gone for a serious attack rather than scratching at Sasuke's headband, he could have at least secured a draw. The idea that his failure here will somehow impede his progress toward becoming Hokage is one the series echoes the next time Naruto meets Sasuke. He straight up says so himself. Now before anybody tries to say that this point doesn't stand because Naruto could have used more Nine Tails chakra in one or whatever, as soon as the cloak goes from one tail to two tails, he completely loses control of himself and tries to kill his comrade. He almost kills Kakashi doing this, actually. So he would have killed Sasuke here if he'd done that. I mean, pretty much every single one of the next few times he does something like this, he ends up almost killing one of his teammates. It should be self-explanatory why this is bad, so that brings us to his fight with Pain. First of all, here Naruto makes the same mistake as Gaara and adopts an at-all-costs mindset concerning his victory. He concedes control of himself to the Nine Tails and nearly dies because of this mistake. It's a perfect parallel to how Gaara fought back in part 1. On top of that, when Naruto gives in and lets Kurama take him over, he's basically admitting defeat in the ideological battle he's having with Nagato, the same way he did with Haku and with Sasuke. So even in the one fight Naruto wins partially off the back of help from the Nine Tails, the series recognizes and directly addresses why this is a problem, and everything he accomplished using its chakra isn't indicative of any real growth. Yamato even says all this to Naruto himself. You know, the Nine Tails power, it's something that's worth respecting, but it's not really your power, Naruto. Even if we ignore all the super
Why did his mic
like
changed? Why did Swag's fucking mic randomly change? Hold up.
Recognizes and directly addresses why this is a problem, and everything he accomplished using its chakra isn't indicative of any real growth. Yamato even says all this to Naruto himself. You know, the Nine Tails power, it's
His mic just randomly fucking changed. Because he recorded the video over the course of an entire year.
something that's worth respecting, but it's not really your power, Naruto. Even if we ignore all the super apparent risks, like the harm the Nine Tails can and has caused to Naruto and those around him whenever he uses its power, there's a problem with—
You've got good ears? No, I don't. I actually have pretty shit ears, to be honest. I make videos. So like I listen for specific shit like that. That's literally all it is. My ears fucking suck.
Of leaning on the Nine Tails the way Naruto tended to in the first half of the series. Like I've been saying, it stands in the way of his ability to achieve real, meaningful growth as a ninja. You know, that wasn't Naruto fighting Deidara. That wasn't Naruto fighting Orochimaru. That wasn't Naruto fighting Pain. The series only begins to treat his use of the Nine Tails chakra as legitimate from the time of his training with B at the Waterfall of Truth onward. And now, hopefully we can all agree that the fruits of this training, that first Nine Tails chakra mode form, were well earned. Naruto deserved this. In order to get it, he had to beat the Nine Tails without relying on the Nine Tails at all. In this fight, he uses Shadow Clones, he uses the Rasengan, he uses the Rasen Shuriken, he uses Sage Mode. All stuff he learned without the help of the Nine Tails, without a Kekkei Genkai, or without a genetic predisposition towards any of it of any kind. And the thing is, this was step 1. He still wasn't done yet, not even close actually. Even after putting his life on the line in a death match against the Nine Tails and winning, Naruto didn't get any of the cool abilities that other Jinchuriki had. Couldn't transform into the Nine Tails, and he couldn't fire a tailed beast bomb. And on top of that, the form that he did get was just a band-aid ability, something he was gonna have to work with for the time being because it wasn't and couldn't have been his end goal. Using this form perpetually put Naruto's life at risk, which is something he was gonna have to address eventually. The only way around all these problems was for Naruto to befriend the Nine Tails, something that no one before him had ever managed to do or even come close to managing to do. And the thing is, in case some of you forgot, this is not the normal Nine Tails Naruto's carrying inside of him. This was the super asshole evil half. So let's all quit pretending that Naruto had any of this Nine Tails stuff handled.
See, I wish that there, like, I know for a fact that there is a statement about that in the anime. In the manga, this shit is like at best implied. Like, it's so clear, like when you read it, that Naruto got the bad half, Minato got the good half. But in the anime, I know because I remember when I watched it, there's a fucking statement that Minato got the nice half, Naruto got the mean half.
Handed to him on a silver platter. Hopefully I've convinced you by now that he didn't. Next, let's talk about his teachers. People like to say that because Naruto was the son of the 4th Hokage and he was the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails, he had access to a series of elite tutors that accelerated his growth in a way that gave him an unfair advantage over his peers. At first glance, it's hard to deny that he was taught by some pretty distinguished ninja, but
Swag, this shit's been cooking so far. I haven't really been able to say shit. It's been hard to react to. I can't say shit. You know, I'm just letting the fucking video play. But, you know, I mean, that just means it's good.
like with the Nine Tails, people often exaggerate how much this did to help Naruto. I'm gonna repeat here that he had no one to teach him anything for the first 12 years of his life. 12. Everyone else in the series at least had parents to consult for their training and could probably seek help from other adults in the village. Naruto had to rely entirely on the academy, which was focusing on things he was naturally predisposed to be bad at or straight up incapable of practically applying. This is enough to offset a few good teachers. Now let's actually look at the teachers, Kakashi, Jiraiya, and Bee. Kakashi teaches Naruto nothing in part 1 but how to walk up trees, and Naruto gets more help from Sakura in this respect than he does from legendary copy ninja Kakashi. Jiraiya is admittedly a seemingly valuable teacher to have, and teaches Naruto a lot of stuff in part 1, chiefly the summoning jutsu and Rasengan, but Naruto does half the work for the Rasengan on his own, and after this, Jiraiya teaches him like nothing at all. Naruto learns a big Rasengan and how to dispel genjutsu during the time skip. That's it. Then Bee is the only person in the whole series who could have taught Naruto how to control the Nine Tails, and even then the process was complicated by how unique Naruto's abilities were as a Jinchuriki. I also think that getting help from Bee is something offset by the fact that Naruto was, at the time of his training, being targeted by two of, if not the two most powerful living ninja in the world. Plus, if these two extremely powerful ninja managed to capture him, it meant the end of the world. So there is a lot of pressure on him to succeed. I think it's also offset by the fact that in order to fully take advantage of this training, Naruto had to figure out a lot of things on his own and befriend Kurama, and Bee couldn't help him with any of this. Even if none of that stuff was true, let's consider a few things. First of all, it's not really that difficult to find someone who's super powerful and willing to teach you in this universe. Sakura just walked up to the Hokage, also a Sannin like Jiraiya, and asked to become her student. And it worked. The best taijutsu user of all time, as said by Madara Uchiha himself, sought out Lee and made him his protege. Everyone with a secret clan jutsu had special instruction from their clan that no one else got, and like anyone could have approached Kakashi for the kind of help that Naruto got. He probably would have said yes to them the same way Asuma did when Naruto asked him for help. Most of Naruto's core jutsu are either self-taught or things he specially adapted to his skill set anyway. Shadow clones, Rasengan, Rasen Shuriken, and all the Nine Tails chakra mode specific stuff. He either partially or completely developed all of these things on his own, with an immense amount of effort, and if he received any instruction at all, at most he got a helping hand from one or more teachers. His determination to improve and belief that he was capable of improving did a lot more for him than people are willing to admit, and likewise, people overblow how much these three did for Naruto massively. Let's talk about his parents next. We won't have to spend very long on this, but
bro, the Rasen Shuriken is truly evil. This is
determination
truly
to improve
evil to
and
hit
belief
somebody with. Oh my god.
Capable of improving did a lot more for him than people are willing to admit, and likewise, people overblow how much these three did for Naruto massively. Let's talk about his parents next. We won't have to spend very long on this because it's the least impactful thing we've talked about so far and are going to talk about by a pretty wide margin. The only genetic advantage Naruto has is the same larger than average chakra pool as most other members of the Uzumaki clan, which is made both redundant and irrelevant by the time he masters the Nine Tails chakra. All this really did for him, practically speaking, is make it possible for him to use the multi-shadow clone jutsu, which Iruka points out he worked himself to death to learn anyway. Now, some of you are probably thinking that what I just said is ridiculous. Surely being the son of the 4th Hokage and a particularly blessed member of the Uzumaki clan means Naruto should be predisposed to being a good ninja, right? No, that's not how that works. If you're good at something, your kid isn't going to be automatically good at that thing. Sometimes that sort of thing happens. Some famous singers are the children of other famous singers, so on and so forth.
LeBron James Jr. won't wear his dad's number. He doesn't want people to know who he is. Bro, damn! How much for a Bardock scaling vid? How fat, bro? I didn't even notice that was fucking 50. Oh my god, bro! Holy shit. Well, we'll include the 50 in whatever price we come up with. What do y'all think, chat? How much should I charge him? I charged the one nigga 800 for the Universal Naruto video. How much should I charge him? 450 plus the 10. I like that. 500. I like that. Nigga said $20. 600. Yeah. 550. 12K. Right, that's a nigga that knows what I'm worth for real, bro. That's why I love Mr. Pods. Tree Fitty. 5 trillion. 500 trillion. Mm. All right, Chad, let's get it narrowed down. An arm and a leg. Negative, you pay him. All right, Chad, should I do 550 and take the 50 off? So 500 for the Bardock video. I think that was what I sort of liked the most. No, 50 just 500. All right. Um. Well, okay, so Chad, do I do 550 and then take the 50 away, or do I do 500 and take the 50 away so it's 450? Bro, hold on. Let's just do a poll. Let's do a poll. I think 450 is fair too. All right, it doesn't like I have to have this up that much longer. All right, Leon, your total is 450. 450 left for the Bardock video. Focus 500 picking at Leon's pockets. Can we finish the video? Yeah, we could finish it. And if you donate 500, oh yeah, don't donate it, Leon. Don't donate it. If you want it, just like PayPal me or Cash App me or something. Here, look, here, Leon. Add this Discord. That's my Discord name. Whenever you're ready, just let me know. All right, let's
but it's
continue.
not so common that we can say it's a guarantee. And usually this happens as a result of the child receiving some kind of help or instruction from the parent in question, which Naruto obviously didn't. If they'd actually survived and had taught Naruto the same way other ninja have been shown instructing their children, then we could talk about privilege as far as this is concerned. But that's not what happened. The closest Naruto comes to benefiting from who his parents are is when he meets each of them respectively inside his mind as a part of the sealing jutsu Minato used to make Naruto the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails. Both of them actually—
Oh, why not donate? Because YouTube takes like I think 33% or something like that. They take a percentage that I don't want them to fucking take.
offer Naruto some pretty meaningful, tangible help when they meet him. Minato stops the seal from breaking, which saves Naruto's life, and Kushina uses her chains to partially suppress the Nine Tails and help Naruto defeat it. But think about this for just a second. What part of this requires Naruto to be related to either of them? Minato almost definitely would have programmed the sealing jutsu the same way whether he'd sealed the Nine Tails in his own kid or not. The whole point of dying and giving half the fox to Naruto was to keep the Nine Tails under the Leaf's control. So no matter who became its Jinchuriki, Minato had a vested interest in helping that person the same way he helped Naruto. As its previous Jinchuriki, Kushina wouldn't have minded offering help to a future host of the Nine Tails either. His respective meetings with Minato and Kushina would have almost definitely happened whether he'd been their kid or not. Now, before anyone tries to fight me on the genetics thing I was talking about a second ago, it's stated with no ambiguity that Naruto's parents didn't pass any special gifts on to him. And it wasn't just any Joe Schmo that said this either. This came from the mouth of the Sage of Six Paths. This isn't a retcon or whatever either. The series has always been
Why don't you make it a donation goal instead? Well, the exact same reason.
pretty consistent regarding the whole Naruto has no natural talent thing. Orochimaru makes this point for me all the time.
What is this
actually.
background
Every
music?
time
You don't
he
know
interacts
this
with Naruto.
background music? Nigga, this is fucking Mario.
So Orochimaru finds an opportunity to say something about how he's just not as good as Sasuke is. He witnesses the power of the Nine Tails on 2 separate occasions and never once considers stealing Naruto's body instead of Sasuke's. He doesn't even think Naruto, with all his supposed genetic gifts and the power of the Nine Tails, is worth kidnapping to have as a backup in case he can't take Sasuke's body. When she first meets him, Tsunade doesn't seem to think much of Naruto either, and she's floored when she sees him perform the Rasengan for the first time. It's actually revealed later that Tsunade knows who his parents are too. Here's the most plain example, though. During the three-way deadlock, Jiraiya and Orochimaru speak briefly about Naruto. In this conversation, Orochimaru says, to quote him directly, "My ability to recognize talent is unrivaled. In my eyes, that kid is nothing but mediocre." Jiraiya, one of the only people in the series who actually knows that Naruto is the son of the 4th Hokage, doesn't respond by saying something like, "Well, he actually does have talent, you just don't know him," or whatever. He agrees with Orochimaru and explains that this is exactly why he wants to train Naruto. He's trained geniuses before and finds it boring. Orochimaru assumes that this is because Jiraiya wants a student he sees himself in, one who reminds him of a younger Jiraiya, who, by the way, is implied over and over was a dunce in his youth the same way Naruto was, and eventually became one of the most powerful ninja in the world. Now you can try to rationalize this all you want. Maybe Jiraiya was just going along with whatever Orochimaru was saying to keep him from realizing that Naruto was the son of the 4th Hokage or whatever. But I think it's easier and more honest to just, take the characters at their word here. First, because in this case, the point Jiraiya is making is actually one of the themes of the arc, so it's more likely than not that he's telling the truth. And then especially because there are plenty of other examples of this sort of thing happening throughout the series, including, but not limited.
Appreciate the 20 game. Hey, yeah, no problem, no problem. Yeah, W Leon, I fuck with you, bro. But like I said though, add that Discord, Leon. Add that Discord. If you have it. If you don't have it, then I don't know. Figure out some other way to get in contact.
Limited to the one I mentioned earlier with the Sage of Six Paths. Speaking of the Sage of Six Paths, let's move on to the last supposed source of Naruto's privilege, the fact that he's a reincarnation of Ashura Otsutsuki, one of the 2 sons of the Sage of Six Paths. Now, at first glance, I'll admit, this seems pretty damning. It's kind of Chosen One-esque, or it at least appears that way, and what you'll often see people point back to is Naruto's conversation with Neji about fate during the Chunin exams. It's very common for someone making the points that I'm arguing against right now to say that Neji was right all along. But this only proves, if anything, the opposite. The first thing we need to establish about this whole thing is that it isn't some kind of prophetic cosmic plot armor that ensures Naruto's survival or success or whatever. When he learns that he's Ashura reincarnated, he's dead. Same with Sasuke. Hagoromo also tells him that he, as in like Hagoromo himself, can't do anything to affect the outside world, and that Naruto and Sasuke's survival depends on other people. This means that if not for the help that they each received from Minato and Kabuto respectively, plus some other people like Sakura and Karin, they would have died here with or without Hagoromo. Before anyone tries to say this, no, it wasn't guaranteed by fate or whatever that Naruto and Sasuke would be saved either. That doesn't make any sense. Hagoromo would have just said so if that were the case, and it's been shown that that's not how this works anyway. Hashirama, for example, the previous reincarnation of Ashura, was killed in a war he spent most of his tenure as Hokage trying to prevent, and he died like 80 years or something before Madara did without really doing anything to stop Madara or save the world. Hashirama failed, even despite the fact that he was a reincarnation of the same person Naruto was, and Madara would have failed to get anywhere if he didn't have Zetsu helping him out. And that's the next thing. With Zetsu running around setting up his 1,000-year Kaguya revival plan or whatever, it's hard to feel like Indra and Ashura periodically reincarnating meaningfully affected the events of the series. In fact, the subtext of the fight with Kaguya is that the future can't be dictated by any one person. That's what Naruto seeks to prove to Zetsu by defeating Kaguya, that history is made by all who take part in it, not by a select few architects. The only thing that people reincarnated from the souls of Indra and Ashura are said to be destined for is to fight each other to the death forever. Hagoromo, their dad, and also someone who's seen like every major historical event throughout the entire series timeline, described it as a ceaseless conflict, something that was never, ever going to end. Kakashi also alludes to something like this when he picks Naruto up from the final valley after the fight at the end of part 1. And the weight of this conflict falls onto Naruto's shoulders. Naruto has to succeed where every person before him has failed in a battle against what he's told is fate itself. Ashura failed to reach a peaceful resolution with Indra. Hashirama failed to do the same with Madara. Madara, and the same was true of every pair of reincarnates in between. But Naruto succeeded here. There are two ways to interpret this. The first is that fate doesn't actually exist in the world of Naruto, and that being Ashura reincarnated had no bearing on Naruto's life or achievements, or that fate does exist, but Naruto had to succeed in spite of it. In either case, this whole Neji was right business is nonsense. If anything, this is just another obstacle unique to Naruto that he had to overcome on his journey to become Hokage. Let's put a pin in this for a second and talk more about that last part. This is a key aspect of Naruto's character throughout the series, and it's something I often see people ignore. Naruto expects a lot of himself, more than most people do, and more than most people in his position often would. His relationship with Sasuke is a good example of this. He goes above and beyond to be a good friend to Sasuke and actually makes saving him a personal requirement before he considers himself worthy of becoming Hokage. To anyone but Naruto, Sasuke would have looked like a lost cause. In fact, he did to everyone but Naruto. By the end of Shippuden, practically everyone important to him had told him to let Sasuke go because they didn't think he could be saved. It's not Naruto's dedication to Sasuke specifically that I want to highlight here, but rather his unwavering resolve and commitment to doing what he believes is right in general. When people tell Naruto he needs to be realistic and that Sasuke is beyond saving, he doesn't see pragmatism, but sees weakness instead. To Naruto, saving Sasuke is the right thing to do, so he just has to do it, plain and simple. And he approaches every problem like this. If he sees the possibility of success somewhere, no matter how faint it is, he'll pursue it, and this is why he's so successful. He expects the best of himself at all times and doesn't stop until he achieves this. This extends beyond the scope of his skills as a ninja too. No matter how difficult something is and how unlikely his desired outcome is, if Naruto sees an opportunity to do the right thing or to obtain personal growth, he'll pursue it at all costs. This is highlighted time and time again as the single most prominent catalyst for his growth. The Shadow Clone Jutsu, the Rasengan, the Rasen Shuriken, Sage Mode, and the Tailed Beast Bomb are all things he's given reason to believe he can't learn. He failed a graduation exam that required him to perform the Clone Jutsu 3 times in a row and still decided to put his everything into learning the multi-Shadow Clone Jutsu when he took the Scroll of Sealing. There's an extremely good chance he failed many times before pulling it off, because when Iruka found him, Naruto hadn't even started practicing the second jutsu listed on the scroll. He literally couldn't perform the Rasengan properly when he first learned it, because he wasn't talented enough, and this is a weakness he was unable to overcome for years. Rather than accept this though, because Naruto works backward from the conclusion that he will succeed, he found a workaround and mastered the jutsu anyway, despite the fact that, like I said, he wasn't talented enough to perform it normally. The same thing happened with the Rasen Shuriken. Combining a nature transformation with the Rasengan was said to be impossible, and Naruto couldn't do it normally, but because of how committed he was, he found a workaround that took advantage of skills he already had. The same thing happened with Sage Mode. Naruto found out he couldn't gather nature energy mid-combat because of the Nine Tails, but refused to quit and discovered a workaround for this. Viewed individually, these are all stories of an underdog succeeding despite all odds, and it's never because he's the son of the 4th Hokage or the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails, or even because he's Ashura reborn. It's because he refuses to take no for an answer because he expects better than that of himself. Like I said, this doesn't just apply to his approach to learning ninjutsu. Naruto never settles for less than the best outcome he thinks he can achieve no matter what he's doing. He never goes back on his word, that whole thing. Now, this is actually really important, so important that it's arguably the thematic foundation of the entire series. I'm not going to discuss this in as much detail as I could, but one of the concepts explored by the series' first arc, The Land of Waves, is the potential impact of an individual's core philosophy and ideals. Zabuza basically tries to tell Naruto that having greater ambitions beyond the scope of the individual is a privilege not afforded to shinobi. All they should be concerned with is being powerful enough to carry out the orders given to them by people with the resources and influence necessary to make their ambitions a reality. In this case, for example, Tazuna and Gato are using ninja as proxies in an ideological battle to see which of their ambitions come to fruition. And all that really matters is which side has the better ninja. What's funny is many people who engage with the series make the mistake of viewing it this way too. People will treat Naruto saving the world like it was a total layup just because he was powerful, which completely ignores all of the non-combat situations he had to successfully navigate to do so. Naruto comes to embody Zabuza Haku's ideal vision of a ninja when he leans on Kurama's power and nearly kills Haku during the battle on the bridge. And like I said during the Nine-Tails section of the video, Naruto's not supposed to look admirable here. He even catches that what he's doing is wrong, that he shouldn't strive to be an emotionless killer focused primarily on his mission objective. This battle with Haku is pretty much completely irrelevant since Kakashi ends up killing him anyway. Where Naruto really makes a difference is in his ideological confrontation with Zabuza, where he forces Zabuza to reconsider the way he treated Haku and his generally cynical worldview. Here, Naruto goes well above and beyond what's expected of him. We're even explicitly told that this is outside the scope of his mission objective, but because what Zabuza's been doing doesn't sit right with him, he feels compelled to do something anyway. The series is full of moments like these, and it's typically through these moments that Naruto most prominently affects the world around him. If Naruto hadn't gotten through to Zabuza or Inori and the rest of the residents of the Land of Waves for that matter, he and the rest of Team 7 probably wouldn't have been able to take out Gato and the rest of his thugs when they showed up to the bridge. To provide some examples from elsewhere in the series, when he fights Neji and Gaara respectively, Naruto tries and succeeds to appeal to their humanity and save them from their cynicism the same way he did with Zabuza and Haku, which he didn't have to do, but it's a good thing for him and everybody else that he did given later events. For even more examples, he steps in to save Tsunade against a Jonin with a jutsu he hasn't even mastered yet. He drops everything to save Gaara at the start of Shippuden. He doesn't give in to his...
Why does Swag only have 4K views? I guarantee you, nigga. Because YouTube doesn't show you the real shit, bro. I guarantee... Hold on. I'm gonna ask him. Swag, how many views is this video really at?
Right now, it's 10 of 10 right now, I'll tell you that. But that might just be early impressions. Right now it's at like 5,000.
YouTube is actually
No, it's
active?
actually at 12,000. Never mind.
Yeah. I didn't have him on standby. He just so happened to call as soon as I had the fucking question.
Yeah. To all the people saying this took a year, okay, so I've been editing on a laptop because I didn't have my like main PC because I told Six about this, but I got like fucking Hitler movers. They're like genuinely the worst movers ever, bro. They lost my shit and I actually had to contact the feds and get the U.S. Department of Transportation on the case. And they found where my shit was in a warehouse, and I had to drive cross country in a U-Haul to go pick it all up and bring it. And then by the time I was doing that, I was making another move. So it was just. Plus, last year was crazy as fuck. So I was like trying to work and stuff, and then I was just like, bro, I think I might need a break from this shit. But I've been chipping away at this video, so.
What a fucking insane situation.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
But bro, this video.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard what I said when you typed in the chat. I don't have like I'm reacting to it. Reacting.
I heard a little bit of it.
There's nothing to fucking. I don't have anything to say. He's like, you're cooking basically.
Yeah, I'm glad you like it.
Like,
I need people to see, like, because I've seen the Plague of Grapes video get linked so many fucking times in like discussions, and now I need people to reply to that link with this link.
Yeah, I never watched
the
the
one
video, but people in the chat were saying that this video felt like a response to it.
A little bit. What a lot of people were, I was a little surprised because a couple people in your chat were saying like, well, surely he's not going to be able to explain away the reincarnation thing, and I mean, like that shit's like the easiest thing to say.
That's way easier than fucking. That's easier, I think, than Neji.
Yeah,
explaining why Neji wasn't right.
Yeah, I didn't get to exactly why Neji wasn't right in this video. I had like. So one of the reasons this video was taking so long too is because it was like I was going step by step like through like all of the thematic like exercises I guess that Naruto goes through with all of his, you know, foils and the various characters throughout the series arc by arc. And I was explaining it in like a lot of depth. Like that Zabuza one like took like 20 minutes. So I was on like the tuning exams or like the search for Tsunade, and the video is already 2 hours. And I was just like, bro, this shit's never gonna come out. I'm never gonna even be able to render this on this fucking laptop because like my laptop was starting to run out of storage while I was waiting to find my PC. So I was just like, fuck it, and I had to abridge it. But like one thing about Neji is he's like, oh, do you think anyone could become Hokage? And people are like, see, Naruto doesn't have an answer to that because no, not just anybody can become Hokage. But I actually think that Naruto comes to like the opposite conclusion from that. And it's like, what you're supposed to take from that is like, you know, because like this comes right after he takes that first step towards mastering the Nine Tails, right?
Yeah.
And it's like supposed to be this like illuminating, like, oh shit, like even though I have this like, you know, new ability, like type shit, like that doesn't put like there's like a world like full of people like that, and like a ton of people gunning to be Hokage. So I always have to expect the most out of myself if I'm gonna get there. It's not about like being like naturally predisposed to becoming Hokage, but it's about like knowing that there are other people who are like closer to the finish line than Naruto, and him like recognizing that and working hard enough to make up the difference. I think like that's what he realizes through his fight with Neji, like after that question. You know?
Yeah, that's cool. How long was the unabridged version of this video?
It was at least like 2.5 hours.
Jesus.
Yeah, I think that a lot of it was a little pointless. Like I meandered a little bit through some of my points. So someone said this image makes it look like Gara and Naruto are lovers. Wow, bro, that's super creative.
Yeah, that That's one of the gayest comments I've ever gotten. Hold on, get that nigga out of here.
What?
Chat knows, bro. You can't be too fucking. Let me not say that out loud. But
Bro.
But are you? Does this mean you're gonna upload again?
Yeah, I'm
within
gonna
a year?
upload the video that we recorded last December. Six can tell you guys. We recorded a video last December. I sent it to somebody. I didn't get that shit until August, bro. So, but it's a pretty fun video. It's
What
the
video
every
is it?
jutsu one.
Oh yeah.
No, that video is
hard.
funny, bro. Yeah, y'all are gonna. So like I'll just spoil the premise. The premise is, what if Naruto could use every jutsu, and you guys will be like, oh, he's probably strong. Like, no, bro, he's insane.
He's fucking crazy.
He's like well beyond like Naruto level. Like he starts like you can start throwing that version of Naruto up against like a lot of like high tier like fiction characters. It's crazy,
bro. And there's 2 versions of that video, right? We recorded that shit twice. Am I tripping?
Yeah, we did.
You should.
They got back to me with the first one though.
You should
So
put
that's
the old one in the description. Like, I don't know.
The old one is the one I'm uploading because that's the one I haven't uploaded or edited. I thought that he just wasn't gonna do it by the time that we recorded that new one, but then he like sent me the completed video. So I'm like, oh well, it's like 50 minutes. I guess I'll upload it. But I wanted to finish this video first because this video felt like a good comeback video.
You see this guy in chat named Capping Cat?
Yeah.
You remember I told you like the new guys kind of suck? He's one of those guys.
Yeah.
He's fucking ass.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I talked to Six yesterday, and he said a lot of the new gen Naruto YouTubers are bad. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen any of them, but I'm all for new Naruto content. You know.
No,
it feels weird because, like, I know I wasn't the first like Naruto video guy, but I feel like most of the people before me making Naruto videos were doing chapter reactions. And then there's just this
Naruto videos before you. Who was it?
It was like King of Lightning and like Sawyer 7 doing like chapter reactions, you know, like, and then there's just this 2-year blank period where like nobody's, I feel like, I know people probably made like Naruto videos and stuff before me, but it didn't feel like an industry the way that it feels, you know, like right now.
Nah, bro, it fucking sucks now, dude. Like, well, let me clear. He's not one of those guys. He's actually pretty good, Capping Cat.
All right, I'll check out his videos.
But yeah. A lot of the new guys just fucking suck. They just do. And some niggas said I hate everybody. I don't hate everybody. They just don't like niggas can't lie. Niggas can't lie, right? For the past fucking year. For the past year, every new thing being talked about in Naruto is just bullshit, unneeded, unimportant trivia. That's all it is now. It's like, who can come up, who can discover the most bullshit today? Who can discover the most dumb shit today?
Yeah, that's why I wanted to do a video like this, because it's different than, you know, what I normally put out. And I want to do like more like interesting, like, you know, like what if Naruto could use every jutsu? I want to do a video about all the foreshadowing. I talked to you about that like examination of the Uchiha clan massacre. I've kind of changed my mind since making this video because I realized that you're supposed to see that, like, you know, even people like Itachi's supposed to be next to Hashirama in the camp of like, oh, even these people who are super gifted, well-meaning geniuses with all of this like social capital at their disposal, you know, they cracked under the pressures of the world and they weren't able to fix things. So it's like really impressive that Naruto is able to. So, you know, like I think the series tries to make it pretty clear that what Itachi should have done is, you know, confided in Sasuke, but he didn't think he could at the time. Like, you're supposed to feel like it's an understandable but very fatal mistake, but it was still a mistake. Having said that, I want to I do want to make that video about it, especially because people will treat it like it's just like, no, he shouldn't have done it, point blank period. I'm like, well, that's a little reductive.
Yeah.
That's kind of stupid.
Are you ever gonna make that evil Itachi video?
Evil Itachi video?
You remember? You were making a
Oh yeah.
video about like if Itachi was evil for what he did with the massacre.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's the video that I'm talking
okay,
about.
okay.
Like whether or not he did the right thing. What if Naruto didn't have Kurama? Bro, okay, so if Naruto didn't have Kurama, then that means Minato's alive and Naruto is God.
Yeah, Naruto's actually goaded if he doesn't have Kurama.
Because his chakra control improves.
He probably learned
he
Sage Mode earlier.
Yeah, he would learn Sage Mode earlier because Minato would teach that to him. Minato would teach him the Rasengan very early. He would teach him Shadow Clones pretty early because he'd be like, oh, yeah, you have Uzumaki chakra reserves. Because that first multi-Shadow Clone jutsu has nothing to do with the Nine Tails. That's all Naruto's natural chakra. So, like, if Minato... And Minato's good at recognizing potential and like like you see like he's able to optimize Kakashi's fighting style a little bit just by looking at the Chidori. So he would figure out what to teach Naruto pretty quick.
Yeah,
That kid would get Rasen Shuriken developed at like age 12, man.
Naruto also, you know when he's training for the Rasen Shuriken, and Kakashi's like, you gotta make one shadow clone for each leaf on this tree. And he does it all. Like he doesn't he presumably he doesn't use Nine Tails chakra for that. Like that was kind of the whole point. And like trees typically have like hundreds of thousands of leaves. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Someone said Naruto base would have been more cracked. Well, yeah, that's what we're saying. I think base Naruto would have been stronger, faster than like a lot of his like transformed states. You know, he probably would have learned Flying Raijin as well. He would have learned a lot of Sealing Jutsu if Minato was still alive.
yeah, he would have been
like,
stupid OP.
Yeah, like Obito coming in and doing what he did is just really bad for him, at least for his early life.
I mean, yeah, he killed his fucking parents.
No, I'm talking about for his like development as a ninja because I mean I kind of like go into it in the video anyway. Like I think people get, I'm sure you'll agree with me about this. Like when people talk about like Naruto's privilege or whatever, they get so fixated on like, oh, he's powerful, he has good genes, he has the Nine Tails, but not on like his mental health, which is really important because it's like if he was like a psycho or if he was a different person at all, the world doesn't get saved and he doesn't get to become Hokage, you know? Like if he was like if I were in his position, I wouldn't fucking forgive Nagato. He's a saint for that. You know, I would be like, fuck you. I would kill him. And then Kakashi would be dead.
I was talking to one of my buddies about that. Like how he says like, well, when Naruto saves Nagato, it's supposed to be like inspiring, like something you would strive for. And I'm like, well, bro, I mean, at the same time, some people could look at that shit and be like, well, Naruto didn't do enough. You know, he didn't.
I think Naruto did the right thing.
I think he did the right thing too, but I don't think it's too understandable. Like how you said, like you don't think you would do the same thing. You probably would have killed Nagato. I think I would have killed Nagato too. Sitting in that crippled fuck killed my teacher. I would have murked.
The thing is though, what Naruto's striving for more than like you or me, you know, like he's trying to like actually achieve world peace. So he has to expect better than what you or I would expect of ourselves.
Yeah. But even if like say we did have the objective of achieving world peace, I still like would I crack under pressure right there? Yeah.
Well, yeah, like a lot of people did, like Hashirama did, you know.
Yeah.
You know, like Hashirama's greatest mistake. I don't say this explicitly in the video, but I talk about Hashirama as an example. At the end, Hashirama's greatest mistake is killing Madara and not figuring out like how to get through to him.
And he thinks about it at the end too. Like he locks in and fights him. Obviously, that has to happen. You know, the talking him down is not going to work. But then at the end, when he's behind him with the sword, he's got that moment where he closes his eyes. He's like, "Damn, I got to do it before he kills him."
Yeah. You know, one thing that I've always thought was interesting is I feel like the last thing Hashirama thought about was probably Madara. Like before he died.
Yeah, maybe. He did die in combat.
Yeah.
So
I feel like that shit haunted him, that last battle that he had with Madara.
it's
Naruto succeeded where Hashirama and all others failed. Bro, he succeeded where Hagoromo failed.
yeah. I remember whenever I first started getting into like the narrative side of Naruto, you know, I don't really give a fuck about narrative like that. When I first started getting into it, um, I was thinking Hashirama is just like a failed Naruto. And then
Yeah.
I had to broaden my scope. It's like, oh, a whole bunch of these guys are a failed Naruto.
Yeah.
Like Obito
Yeah, it's
is a
like
failed
so
Naruto.
the series is basically like it starts out small and then it gets like broader and broader in this sense, but it's just a series of situations where Naruto runs into somebody and their worldviews clash because you know they're cynical in one way or another, and like they don't want things to be the way that they are, but they're like that's just the way things are. You know, that's what everybody tells Naruto. You know, Zabuza tells him that, right? You know, Zabuza wants to rebel and you know, bring about change in the mist, but you know he gets that optimism and like idealism like beaten out of him, so he's just like, you know, that's just the way things are, dude. You know, you want to be a ninja, you got to be a killer. It's not about what you want, it's about what your client wants. And then, you know, Neji is, you know, like it's with fatalism and shit. Gara, you know, same shit. Tsunade, Sasuke, like all of the major ideological foils to Naruto are just telling him like, hey, that's the way things are because they didn't used to think that way, and then something happened to them where they cracked, and Naruto's the only one who never cracks.
Yeah. That's kind of why he needed Jiraiya too. Like
Uh-huh.
I think Jiraiya helps him
Jiraiya is really
consolidate
important.
that.
No, I agree with you. I used to clash with you about that. I was like, Jiraiya is such a shitty teacher, but no, he's really important.
Bro,
Him and
like
Iruka are like the most important people in Naruto's life.
he's important, and but like think of like one of the first things Naruto learns in the series whenever he gets Kakashi as a teacher, and Kakashi teaches him about, you know, hey, I could take one of you guys hostage and make you kill that other guy, you know, just because I have, you know, this one teammate hostage from you. But then like Jiraiya, even though he was a better teacher for Naruto, it's good that Naruto had both Kakashi and Jiraiya because it doesn't seem like Jiraiya taught that to like Conan and Nagato and them because they find
Yeah.
themselves in that exact situation.
Oh yeah, that's true. I never thought about that.
Exactly. So yeah, Naruto definitely needed all the teachers he had.
Yeah.
Not
This
just
unwanted ghost dude said I changed a lot compared to 8 years ago. Well, I mean, yeah. But what does that mean? Is that good or bad? What are you getting at? 8 years? Yeah, I've been doing this shit for 8 years. Unwanted ghost said, oh damn, he hated the old swag.
damn.
I feel
I
like
mean,
my
your
old
videos
videos were a
have
little bit.
gotten ridiculously better though.
Yeah, my old videos were like, I think there's a reason you don't like Daigo Knight, and I think it's because his videos remind you of old swag videos.
It's like, I don't hate Daigo Knight, right? But and let's be fair, because he's just a YouTuber. He's doing this thing, right?
Yeah.
We're both in this space. He directly makes my job harder by spreading misinformation and stupidity.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's like I don't want to be like too hard on somebody like Daigo because I can tell he's just having fun. You know, like these are like he's clearly passionate about what he does. Like, I don't think he's like an SEO demon or anything. It's not like a Watch Mojo or Screen Rant thing where it's like people who are like cynically making videos just because or articles just because they know they get clicks. I think Daigo clearly is passionate about it. He's just wrong about a lot of shit.
He's literally so I'm like I'm frustrated that this nigga put out a video saying like, I don't know, the Renegon isn't purple, and he got 500,000 views, and there's people in the comments like, oh, bro, I've been saying the Renegon isn't purple the whole time. And it's like, you know, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
So
A lot. Okay, so somebody said Dagonite gets pronunciations wrong. A lot of people do that. Like I even used to say Susano instead of Susano.
Susano rolls off the tongue so much better though. But
Yeah.
I said Susano because I played Smite, right? And there
Yeah.
was a guy in there named Susano. He would always say his name Susano. So when I read Naruto, I read Susano.
Yeah, that makes sense. Most people pronounce it that way, but it's Susano. Most people say Shisui too, not Shisui.
Nah, I say Shisui. Wait, do I?
Yeah, Shisui.
I don't know. He's a
No problem, Ghost. I'm glad you appreciate it. Thoughts on NC Hammer? Somebody asked me. So I think he's like cool. He and I were supposed to collab, and then that Seth shit happened, and things just went off the rails.
Yeah, NC Hammer. Like the reason I'm not as hard on NC Hammer as I am on Daigo Knight is because I don't. For some reason, NC Hammer doesn't directly get in the way. I don't ever see NC Hammer take.
Well, a lot of the time when he says shit, I feel like he's like, I don't know if this is true, but sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes, I'm guilty of this too. Sometimes I'll say something wrong, and I won't be like, I don't know, or whatever. But I don't know, like Daigo Knight also, I just feel like there's a higher density of misinformation. Like it'll be like 3 things in one sentence sometimes. We'll be like, whoa.
I bet you can click on a Daigo Knight video right now, whatever he uploaded, and it's probably wrong. Like there's something in there that's wrong.
Bro, I watched your stream this one time. I was listening to your stream VOD where Daigo Knight said 8th Gate Guy is the fastest character in the series, faster than Kaguya and Ishiki, and the reason is because nobody else has managed to bend space before. And I was like, dude, that's like so much wrong.
It's like first grader level interpretation of the fucking story.
Yeah.
Shit's fucking insane.
Like, I'm not trying to be like toxic or too hard on him or whatever, but I've started to see more frustration with Daigo Knight, and I do understand it. I think he's a cool dude, but I think he needs to slow his roll a little bit and be a little bit more like, I had this problem too when I was making videos in the past where I wouldn't be, what do I want to say, critical enough of my own. Like I wouldn't argue against myself in my head enough. I would make a point. I'd be like, yeah, that sounds good, but I wouldn't put it under enough scrutiny personally. And that's how you really end up becoming like good rhetorically, is when you argue with yourself a lot and when you think through things that other people might say.
It's also when you because you think of a way to just justify your own position, and it sounds good enough to you because you already agree.
Yeah.
And then that's how you end up with like saying every 2 things is a plot hole. Every
or how you end up with, here's another thing. I want to get into Hunter x Hunter videos because, I mean, if you guys have been around for a while, you know how much I like Hunter x Hunter. It would also be nice to cover an ongoing series, I guess. But man, Six and I have watched one video on stream before. It is this fucking New World review video where he says the Phantom Troop could beat the Royal Guard. And he doesn't just say that. He says the Royal Ants have no win condition against the Phantom Troop. And Six and I were just like, this can't be real, bro. Like, you can't just upload that video, like record it, edit it, upload it, and just be like, yeah. And like not even, like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you gotta like look around and be like, is this true? Because like that type of video is indicative of like he didn't go back and read or like compare. Like he was just like, yeah, this is like the type of vibes I'm feeling. And it's like you go back and look at Pito's first appearance and they jump across like a fucking continent and blitz Kite before like Gon, Kilo, and Kite even know they're there.
Yeah, there's definitely a market for Hunter x Hunter content. Is there any like good One Piece YouTubers?
I don't know. Roger's base covers it a lot. I like Roger. He's cool. But I don't really watch the One Piece content. I do need to make more One Piece videos. Shit, bro, Six, I think you would make goated One Piece videos. I also know that you're a Shanks warrior, and you will be no matter what in the Shanks Mihawk War. So I do want you to read One Piece just for that.
I do like Shanks a lot. I was thinking, so like the only reason I'm thinking about it, because I keep telling you, the Naruto community now is just ass. It just is. And so I'm thinking about it, I was like, well, these niggas could go somewhere else. But I'm like, no, fuck that. I'll go somewhere else. I can start talking about, I know about Bleach, at least a little bit, and I'll just learn.
Isn't
more.
it funny how JJK discourse died the day of that final chapter?
Dude, no, not today. I can't talk about JJK right now.
Like, I was sitting there thinking, like, damn, is this going to be like the next Naruto in terms of like stocks? Like, should I invest and start making JJK content? And like, bro, nobody cares. Like, Hikari versus Yuta is like, who, what the fuck? Who gives a fuck, you know?
Hikari versus fucking Yuta, which was always Yuta. I mean, that was stupid even while the series was ongoing.
I agree that it was Yuta, yeah.
Remember that tweet you made about an adult Sasuke versus Shanks bid? Hey, when I read One Piece, I'll get it done.
Adult Sasuke would wipe his ass with Shanks.
Yeah, but
like, you know when you go into
and a sword.
You know when you go into like the bathroom and you can tell somebody just went crazy in there. You know, they had a little bit too much spicy food. That is what Sasuke would do to Shanks.
Why did you go with that analogy?
People always talk about how somebody would get shit on. I just wanted to say to the extent
but you went
that Shanks would get shit on. W analogy, somebody said. Hey, peak analogy. Hey, bro, it looks like you're getting like beat out here. I don't know what to tell you.
Fetish.
Hold up, bro. What fetish? Just because I used it as an analogy.
W analogy to that? Yes, he has a fucking scat fetish. Yes,
bro. This is the biggest logical leap I've ever heard in my life. Let me find this dude's name.
For Swag, will you return to Rubendale? What is that, a town?
Rubendale is my second channel where I made this Yu-Gi-Oh meta history video, and I won it, but bro, I lost. So I did get the PC back, but they moved it around too much, and the hard drive, that like the SSD that had all the Yu-Gi-Oh video shit on, because I have different drives for different work things. You know, I'm sure Six probably gets that, right? And that one specifically got fucked up. So, like, there's no data left on it. Oh, by the way, let me tell you guys a story. This dumb fuck piece of shit, when I got there, I couldn't see my computer when I got to so there was this guy, he was annoying. He tried to, like, charge me money for me to, like, go pick up my shit from the warehouse, even though it's my shit and I had the feds on my side. So, like, but anyway, he's there and he's like trying to like rush me out and stuff because he wants to go home or whatever. And I'm like, hold on, dude. Like, I get that you want to go home, really. And I strive to be a polite person. But this is like all of my property. I'm going to make sure it's all here. And this dumb piece of shit, I'm looking around for my computer, my PC. And I'm like, do you know where it is? And he points to my ultra-wide monitor and says, there's the computer, the monitor. And I'm just like, that is not a computer. And he argues with me. He starts taking off the bubble wrap and like the blanket that's on it and shit and going, this is a computer. I'm like, that is a screen, idiot.
Yeah,
you can't do anything on it, bro.
That's classic techno illiteracy. People thinking that the computer is in the screen.
Yeah, I'm like, I know what my shit looks like.
I argued with my grandpa about that shit the other day. My grandpa and grandma were telling me that there was a camera in the TV that always watches them. And my grandma was telling me that she has a friend who she didn't notice there was a camera on her TV. And one day when she was naked in her room, some man started talking to her through the TV. I was like, Grandma, that did not happen. It didn't happen. Your friend either lied to you and I don't think you are, you're lying to me right now. So your friend
or your friend misunderstood. Yeah, it's either your friend is a liar or they're really stupid, dude, and they misunderstood like an autoplay. Yeah.
She said her friend
someone in chat said 1984.
according, according to her friend, the camera popped out the top of the TV. Like how some of the Android phones
Wait,
have it.
like R2D2's antenna
like
on
R2D2.
Dagobah?
Yes, like it popped out the top of the TV. Like that shit did not happen, bro. And
Okay, no, never mind.
Look, my grandparents aren't old, right? My grandparents aren't that old. They're not old enough to have friends at this level of senile. My grandma is about to turn 60. So
Bro,
her friend
the camera
is not
popped
senile,
out of the
she's fucking
TV
lying.
is so fucking That is the funniest shit I've ever heard. The camera popped out the top of the TV and some dude just started talking, like Mr. House from fucking Fallout New Vegas just started talking to her through the TV. Just came on the screen, bro. Like, hello.
Gadget TV.
Like, bro, you can't long range like
I'm
hack into
25.
somebody's fucking TV.
I'm 25. My grandma and my mom just both had kids young.
Bro, can you believe this dude is 25? What a girly age.
What type of what? You're a year older than me, are you not?
Yeah, I'm 26, but 25 is a girly age.
Okay.
Bro, chat. Hold up, chat. One if 25 is a girly age.
Nobody better agree with this dumb shit.
It's a lot of ones, bro. It's a lot of ones.
Bro, it's only because you just came back. If you would have did this shit fucking in a week from now, nobody would have agreed.
If you agree with 6, press don't actually press anything because you'll get a bunch of ones. Never mind.
Yeah.
If you don't agree with 6, press 1. How's 25 girly, bro? It just is. Oh my god, bro.
Some niggas asked, when are you making Boruto videos? He donated 5 for it. Appreciate the 5, Myers.
I might make a Boruto video if Kakashi comes back. I might do like a stream though about Kakashi being back.
Have you been reading To Blue Vortex at all?
Yeah, a little bit. I need to
Shit's
catch
fire.
up on True Blue Vortex a bit. I'm like a couple chapters behind, and I really need to catch up on One Piece because I know they're going to Elbaf now.
One Piece. Someone asked if
I think you
Arcane.
would get like mad donations and mad viewers if you streamed reading One Piece.
Maybe. But reading One Piece on stream, I already read slow, bro. I read decently slow.
Yeah, and you will stop to talk to people, I see. Now, it would have taken me at least 3 months if I was reading One Piece on stream, because I had a lot of problems. I would have stopped to voice, and people would have been like, oh my god, he's nitpicking.
Wait, ask if you've seen Arcane.
No, I haven't.
Yeah,
Oh, bro, I gotta tell you something really funny. This just tells you about One Piece fans. So this shit happened to me earlier. So this dude the dude with the Mihawk avatar, some of you might have seen him on Twitter. Yeah, so he quoted Master Munster's his thread where he's going through Naruto again, where he posted about, the Who Are You page. And Might was like, I just looked at Oda's paneling inside. And a One Piece fan came in saying, you're so annoying. Then Might replies with that person who called him annoying, tweeting, it's not that we can't handle criticism. It's that when they criticize something, they expect everyone to agree with their takes and stay quiet about it. They don't actually want a discussion. I thought Might gagged them. And then this person, Mussy, was like, this is not criticism. You're just baiting and then hiding it as criticism. Might says this is hilarious cope. It's okay to say Oda isn't perfect. And then this One Piece fan comes in, proving his point and saying he ain't perfect, but he is the greatest mangaka of all time. And then I just go in and say, bro, ... Like 8 One Piece fans come out the woodwork and they're just like, Swagkage in 2024. Get him out of here. And that's all they say. I'm like, bro, you One Piece fans are a hive mind. They had no argument. They're just, Oda's the greatest. And then you disagree. They're like,
see, that's the thing. I've never heard, because I don't read a whole bunch of manga. I haven't read Berserk, for example, but I know the reasons why people say Berserk is so good. I don't
Yeah.
know that for One Piece. I
No,
always hear One
exactly.
Piece is good.
People, the main one that people will tell you is the world building,
Yeah,
which is
I
pretty
do hear
good.
that. I do hear that.
Which is pretty good, but I honestly think that Naruto has better world building, and people will say that that's glazed. I'll be like, oh well, you're the Naruto guy. I don't even think Naruto has the best world building in Shonen. I think Hunter x Hunter has better world building than Naruto does. I just don't think that One Piece's is like exceptional because like
Oh, fuck.
One Piece is.
Gogito donated twice asking if you watched Daima. I forgot. I'm sorry, Goji. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I have. I've been watching Daima.
Okay.
Lifelong
Keep
Dragon
going.
Ball fan, so I have to. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, I just don't think that One Piece's world building is like super exceptional. I think that the world building, as far as like the characters and concepts go, is like cool, but the places are just like tropes, right? Like the Egghead is like a future island, Whole Cake is a food island, Fishman Island is a Fishman Island, that type thing. Right,
Bro,
it's just like next up we're going to like Poo Poo World. Yeah, I think that like One Piece designs are cool, but I just don't have like if you tell me to picture Westeros, I can do it. You tell me to picture the Naruto world map, bam. I know the leaf is in the center, the cloud is to the north, stone is to the northwest, sand is to the southwest, mist is to the southeast, right? Off in the water. I can't do that for One Piece. I know where like the quadrants are, but there's not really any rhyme or reason to the placement of a lot of places, And I think that geography does actually add a lot to Naruto's lore. Knowing that the leaf is in the center.
Game of Thrones, Song of Ice and Fire.
Yeah. But like knowing that the Leaf Village is in the center of all of these nations when it's like the superpower, that tells you a lot about why certain things happen because they're constantly under threat of siege from like all sides, Like anyone can attack the leaf, but like only the leaf in the sand can attack the stone, for example. So I think that's cool.
I like One Piece's story structure. At least everything that I've heard about it, it seems to be pretty linear. It
is very linear.
Video game, and I like adventure. Like I like early Dragon
I do
Ball,
like it. I think
all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you get like a really good sense of adventure, and there's this sense of exploration you get with One Piece that you don't get with a lot of things. Because one thing I will say about the world building that's good is because there's like he's so loose with it, it never really feels like everything's filled in, and it is cool in some respects that we don't have a complete world map because he can just create new locations and you don't really know what's going to happen next. So it is good in that respect, but I don't know. I think that I like the tighter, more filled in type of world building that you get from something like Naruto or Hunter x Hunter.
Hold on, Nintendo. Gentlemen, tax money is gonna come through soon. As a big fan, I want to fly you guys out to my place. Big party. We can rent trains, pop perks, siblings, play video games, anything. Let me know if you're interested. No, I'm
good on that.
I'll stay here. Appreciate Nintendo, Marv. But what's an underrated aspect of Naruto's world building? You think?
The history for sure. One Piece does have good history, but like I think that it's cool how it's never stated that all the Kage except the Kazekage die in the First Great Ninja War, but you can put it together through context clues, and you can do that with a lot of Naruto's history.
I think my favorite part of the world building is probably Chakra.
Yeah, Chakra's cool.
But I think that I think the history is good too. I like being able to draw my own conclusions.
Yeah. One Piece is like history and like I think that the One Piece world government and the various factions are handled pretty well as well.
I think one of the good things about Naruto's world building, talking about its history, is the fact that there's not really a timeline in Naruto. Like there's a lot in the data books that, and I admitted I think the data books are wrong on this. This is something I discovered while you were going. We gotta talk about sometime. Like the data books get so much shit with the timeline wrong, but they don't really bring up a date for when specific things happen, and it can lead to a detriment in some areas. But it lets you like
imagine it better. I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Like Hashirama and Madara, they seem ancient when the story first starts, but in reality, they were alive like 60 years ago. You know,
Yeah.
like the same amount of time since fucking MLK died, something like that. They were alive.
Yeah. Somebody said Swag is out of the thick of it. Let's use a different phrasing for that. Everybody knows. I don't know nothing about no ice. I'm just cold.
All right, bro. All right, please. Sasuke's the best sensei of all time. Sasuke is not the best sensei of all time. Actually, as soon as Boruto dropped Sasuke, he got a better sensei in Kashin Koji.
Who do you think had the best teachers in the story? I feel like it's unequivocally Obito, right? He got taught by Madara and Minato. I mean, that's the peak there.
Damn. The just best teachers. I don't know. I think there's better teachers for specific people in specific situations. I think.
Well, I guess that's also
Naruto.
true. I shouldn't say that, like, because Naruto probably had better instructors. Like Obito had the best ninja as teachers, but like watching Hunter x Hunter, I was actually thinking about this. How, like, you don't necessarily want to be taught by the best at something. You want to be taught by somebody who's a good instructor. Because my girlfriend and I just finished Heaven's Arena, and I was thinking about, like, okay, so Wing probably isn't like a top tier, but he's a way better teacher than somebody like Jing or Razor or whatever would be, right? Just because he's a good educator.
Yeah. Like
So, yeah,
Naruto got taught by basically the only perfect Jinchuriki around. Whether or not
somebody said Naruto's senseis are kind of butt till B. That's just wrong. All three of his teachers are good.
B is goated. Kakashi's good. Like, you can't say Kakashi's a bad teacher.
No. He did play favorites a little bit though.
Jiraiya is good. Kakashi played favorites, but it was reasonable. It was reasonable. He knew how.
Well, because he and Sasuke had the same element, and they both had a Sharingan.
Yeah, but he also knew how, like, susceptible Sasuke was to hatred because of the Sharingan.
Isn't it weird how Kakashi just like guessed that Sasuke was a rare case of having two like elemental affinities?
Yeah, maybe it's something because they say Kakashi can like analyze you well or something like that. Maybe it's something.
Well, he's like Batman.
Yeah,
he can just like look at you and know your like family tree.
Well, I guess he didn't know Naruto was a wind style.
No, yeah, he had to do that. He probably did the test with Sasuke, but what happens if you have two affinities with that paper?
Your main one would shine through, I suppose.
I think his main one is fire, because all Uchiha. Well, actually, no. Maybe he didn't have an affinity for fire. Maybe it was lightning, and maybe that's why he struggled with the fireball jutsu. But no, he got the fireball jutsu pretty fast. He must have an affinity for fire, actually. He got that shit young.
He got it fast, but wasn't like as fast as Itachi.
Because Itachi is just like a super prodigy.
You think Itachi's more of a prodigy than Sasuke? Well, actually,
I mean,
yeah, probably.
Like, Sasuke ends up eclipsing Itachi, but I mean, he got EMS and Hagoromo amp for that, and he was never sick as well.
Yeah. Well,
when do you think Sasuke surpassed Itachi? I don't think it was until he got the Rinnegan.
EMS for sure. Like, whenever
Edo Itachi, I mean.
Yeah, EMS. Like, afterwards, whenever he starts fighting in the war.
Yeah, because he's definitely weaker than Edo Itachi when he's fighting Kabuto, which also puts him below Edo Nagato.
I think the war is sort of like fucking. Wait,
I'm glad you didn't disagree. What, bro? I didn't even say anything.
I almost skipped over that one, but I think the war is sort of like a tournament of power for Naruto. Like, everybody's sort of in a pressure cooker, just getting stronger.
Ass arc, by the way.
Tournament of power.
Terrible arc. Bro, it sucks that Super got so much more viewership than Daima is getting right now because Super is so much worse. I
So
get
much worse.
why it's more iconic, but those arcs are bad.
Super's
Like,
got
look
some,
me in
Super's
the
got some dick
eye.
riders now. Really
Yeah,
does.
I mean, but hey, a lot of people, they weren't there the whole time. I've been saying it was bad since 2016. But a lot of people, I mean, I've really been saying it was bad since 2015 when it started, but I thought it was going to get better after the movie recaps. But no, then the Universe 6 tournament and the Goku Black arc were pretty bad too. But a lot of people were fighting me. I got dislike bombed for that first Dragon Ball Super Sucks video. People would fight me, and there were people who agreed with me, but a lot of people didn't. And now everybody's pretending that they hated it all along. And I'm like, I know you guys weren't fucking there the whole time. You slimy shits. Now, I agree with you. It has some dick riders, and I don't get it. Like, I want somebody to look me in the eye and tell me that the Universe 6 versus 7 tournament is better than the Baby arc, Super 17 arc, or Shadow Dragon arc. You can't.
Whoa.
It's not.
Whoa, Super 17 arc is absolute garbage. When's the last time
It's
you
better
watched
than the It's better than the U6 tournament, bro.
Fuck
I'm
no.
sorry.
Fuck no.
It is.
Fuck no.
It is.
Fuck
It's better.
Fuck
It's better.
no.
It's better. It's better.
No, fuck no. What did you like? Did you like when Trunks went, oh, this is key signature. It's the same as 18's. He must be.
Oh, I
17.
didn't like the arc. I didn't like the arc. I'm trying to insist that the Universe 6 tournament is like really bad.
Bro, it can't be worse than Super 17 though, bro. You're tripping, bro.
At least the Super 17 arc is only like 6 episodes.
To its detriment, like if anything, it should have been. It might be too long. Yeah, it might be too long, even with 6 episodes.
Yeah, but you get through it faster. The Universe 6 tournament is just like, bro, I'd rather watch Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus Super 17 than like Vegeta versus Magetta.
I can't sit there and watch Goku be retarded for fucking a whole episode.
That does suck, but
But
ROF
Vegeta
is the
versus
worst
Magetta
arc.
was
Yeah.
tough. I like that.
Like him trying
it
to pick
wasn't-
up his foot.
It wasn't tough.
I was
but
gonna
it was-
say
it was- it
tough.
was
Like,
cool.
come on, bro.
It was
come
it
on.
was a cool fight.
Also, I like Goku versus Super 17, at least before he goes Super Saiyan 4. Like, when they're, like, throwing each other across the whole planet, that shit's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. What's Naruto's
But then
worst
Goku
arc?
just... What's Naruto's worst arc? Probably Kazekage Rescue.
Yeah, we agree. We agree.
The only bad part of the war arc is, like, that window where you're not focused on Naruto. Where, like, it's, like, he's still training, but we're not seeing the training, and we're seeing everybody else do shit. Like, it really just... It's unfortunate that Naruto and Sasuke are just such good main characters that you feel their absence when it's not focusing on the... Here, let's go ahead and finish the video real quick. I want to know what you think of the rest of it. And then I'll keep talking about this.
Oh fuck.
All right, yeah.
Play.
Rage and speaks to pain rather than killing him in an emotional fit. He takes it upon himself to enter the 4th Great Ninja War and fights like every reanimation at once. He goes the extra mile when fighting Obito and fights to save the tailed beasts. He appeals to Obito's humanity the same way he did with Pain, and in the process forgives Obito for killing his parents and like ruining his entire life. And of course, like I was saying earlier, Naruto never gives up on Sasuke. Much of Naruto's success can be traced back to his resolve, force of personality, and thorough commitment to doing what he believes is right. Even if we stay within close proximity of the examples I just gave, Haku opts not to kill him because of a prior interaction they have where Naruto shows how genuine of a kid he is. Neji saves Hinata's life during the battle against Obito and Madara. Gaara, as a result of his interaction with Naruto, grows into a person who's able to act as the linchpin that holds the allied shinobi forces together when it threatens to fall apart. Tsunade takes the position of 5th Hokage, saves Sasuke and Kakashi, and teaches Sakura medical ninjutsu and her own unique brand of taijutsu, which, by the way, leads to Sakura helping save Naruto's life after Madara rips the Nine Tails out of him, and also leads to her landing a decisive blow against Kaguya.
Goated
Naruto's
feet.
decision
Goated
to hash things
feet.
out with Pain saves many Leaf Ninja, including Kakashi, without whom defeating Obito and Kaguya would have been nearly impossible. His patience with the Nine Tails and compassion for the other tailed beasts leads him to unlock Kurama's full power and eventually the abilities of the other Biju. His willingness to forgive Obito leads Obito to help fight both Madara and Kaguya, and in both cases, he saves Naruto's life. Finally, of course, without Sasuke, he wouldn't have been able to undo the infinite Tsukuyomi, and if we're counting some of the canon movies, later in the last, the leaf would have been destroyed by
This
a giant
scene
meteor
is
if Sasuke
so
hadn't been there to
clean.
blow it up. None of this
Hell
stuff has
yeah.
anything to do with Naruto's genes or any gifts bestowed upon him, and as I discussed earlier, this can't be due to the fact that he was reincarnated
Oh, two don't know. The Super 17 arc was so bad he isn't in Sparking.
Bro,
Let's
he's
just
cool
do
in the
that. Let's
games. He at least deserves to be in Sparking Zero. He's like sick in the games. You gotta at least admit that. Like that machine gun arm super.
Appreciate the 10, Dawn Star. Yeah, he's all right.
From Ashura's soul. Ashura couldn't reach Indra, and Hashirama gave up on Madara. Naruto and Sasuke were, if anything, fated to battle to the death, but Naruto's compassion and resolve were strong enough to overcome this. In no respect were any of his accomplishments handed to him. They were all hard-earned and came as a result of Naruto consistently giving 100% no matter what he's doing and refusing to compromise on any of his principles. Even the yang power he got from Hagoromo came with the acknowledgement that he'd proven he deserved it, and with it, he also inherited the responsibility of saving the world and ending the, up until then, ceaseless cycle of violence between Indra and Ashura. Naruto had to answer for the failures of countless others before him, including people who lived and died before he was even born. In fact, even including the Sage of Six Paths, and he rose to the challenge without a single complaint. He just did it, right? He took responsibility for it and successfully solved all these problems created by people.
Imagine describing one of your own mistakes as the source of calamity. Like, what a fuck up, bro.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, I did this. He's like, I did this. That proved to be the source of calamity.
Hagoromo fucked up so bad that Sasuke told him, look, you give me this power, I'm going to fuck everybody up. And he was like, well, last time I didn't do it. Let's just try it. let's just see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, it ended up being good in the end because he needed, like, they needed Sasuke to have it for them to beat Kaguya. Do you think if Naruto got both the Yin and Yang seals, he would have been able to beat Kaguya by himself?
Destroys her.
You think so?
Yeah.
Would it have given him a Rinnegan? I don't think so, because he didn't have a Dojutsu.
Yeah, it would have. If he gets everything, yeah, he should get a Rinnegan.
Ashura didn't get a Rinnegan.
Oh yeah. Oh well.
Ashura's also super ass, by the way, that he like stalemated with Indra, like with the full power.
Ashura should have gotten a Rinnegan.
He didn't though.
He really, really should have.
Yeah, but anyway, keep going. We're almost done.
That weren't him. Tons of people he hadn't even met before in his life. And a lot of the people who failed to fix things that became Naruto's responsibility were better equipped to deal with him than he was. I'll leave you guys with the following question. If Hashirama, who is also a reincarnate of Ashura, tamed all nine-tailed beasts, not just the Nine Tails, was born with significantly better gifts than Naruto, had the political influence that comes with being Hokage and the leader of his clan, and created the framework for the modern shinobi system, couldn't bring about world peace, how's it fair for us to expect Naruto, an orphan outcast with almost none of what Hashirama had, to succeed where he failed?
Cold.
Yeah.
I missed the Bluebird remix. Yeah, what happened to that? Why don't you put that at the end of the videos?
I'll do that next time. My bad. My fault.
But you didn't know people liked it? What?
I don't know. I was worried it'd be like dated.
No, hell no. That shit goes hard.
I ain't worried.
No, I don't watch openings. So when I got done with Naruto and I heard that shit at the end of one of your videos, I was like, yeah, this is hard. I didn't even know it was a remix of the song.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Naruto really had all that just to be worse than Goku. That's crazy. Sucks to suck, man. Obito's the coolest guy, you know?
Yeah. I feel like that has to be a mistranslation.
Obito's the coolest guy?
Yeah.
No, it's not a mistrend.
It's like exactly what he says.
Yeah. He says he's the coolest guy. He says he's nothing but awesome to me. It's like one of those.
Yeah, that's what I think. He's nothing but awesome to me makes more sense. Because he's like talking about the Obito that existed like in those moments before he died. Like, I get it. I think it's like crazy. And it's like one of those things where it's like, again, I wouldn't be able to do it. Like, I wouldn't be able to forgive pain. But he's talking about the like Obito, like the point is like you should always like there's no like point of no return. Like, you can always make a difference.
Yeah.
And by choosing to be that person, Obito was able to, and that's the person that Naruto's choosing to remember him as in the moment, anyway. But I think it like comes with the implication that like after the fact, Naruto's gonna be like, if he talks to people about it, he'd be like, yeah, he did a bunch of like really evil shit.
Yeah, Obito. Obito saying you better become Hokage. Easily one of the best panels in the whole manga.
That shit is fire, bro. I like become Hokage at all costs. I think that's like a really cool translation of it.
I've never seen that one. But either way, same meaning.
Yeah. Bro, oh my god, did you tell them about the person who said that I was tweaking for saying rodeo should go out of rodeo graduation in Good Kid Mad City?
Oh yeah. It's like, hold on, let me get the tweet. Let's put the tweet on stream. What the fuck is it?
Somebody else said that graduation isn't even a top 5 Kanye album.
Yeah, that I've never heard anything stupider than that. So
never heard anything stupider than that.
not a top 5 fucking Kanye albums, but like The Life of Pablo. But Chet, what
Bro,
would y'all make go out of this? Like Rodeo's the obvious choice, right? Good Kid, Mad City, Graduation, and fucking Rodeo.
Like,
come
bro,
on,
what are
bro.
we talking about? So, dude, I saw somebody say that Graduation is a 7 out of 10 earlier.
Dude, you run into the dumbest niggas. Oh my god.
Yeah. Somebody said who set Rodeo up. I know, bro. It's insane. Graduation, Good Kid, Mad City, then Rodeo, but it's like then like Rodeo, like way down, bro. Like way down, like 30 tiers below.
I said this shit to Swag yesterday, but like Graduation is so good that it somehow pulled Kanye back from liking Hitler for some people.
Yeah.
And some people are like, yeah, he fucks with Hitler, but he made Graduation.
Someone said no Cardi, all mid as fuck. Well, I should ban you, bro.
You don't like Cardi?
To say no Cardi, all mid to Good Kid, Mad City, and Graduation is like.
I wasn't thinking about that part.
They try me crazy. They try me crazy.
All right, man. You know Cardi. Heard of Dave Blunt shit? I heard of that nigga.
Is it fucked up of me to laugh just at his name?
Where's Troy been? He died.
What if I said some corny shit like I'm about to Edo Tensei him right there, type shit.
That's what they were saying that when I put up the stream, it was like somebody Edo Tensei Swag.
Yep, I have infinite chakra now. You can't kill me,
bro. Giving $5 to just say dumb shit is so like why? You could have said that shit for free. You wanted to let niggas know you were stupid. Rodeo over Graduation. There's like some opinions you just don't expect to hear in life.
Okay, what? So I'm correct in assuming that like we're in agreement that Graduation and Good Kid, Mad City are at like the top level of like hip hop albums, right?
I don't remember Good Kid, Mad City all that much.
But Graduation is at like the top.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. It's the best album.
Like what else? Yeah, you might be right. What else is like up there? Oh wait, so I was about to ask like what hip hop albums do you have over? But you said it's the best album of all time.
Yeah.
My favorite album is Discovery by Daft Punk, but Graduation is number 2. The literal only song I skip on Graduation is Drunken Hot Girls.
I don't skip anything on Graduation. Graduation is just fucking fire.
It's one of the rare albums where I'll just like listen to it in album order sometimes.
Do you know you can just buy cocaine off the internet now?
What? What a crazy subject change. That's.
Yeah, you can just order it.
I'm gonna blame RFK for that, bro. It's got something to do with him.
That rodeo over graduation guy needs to be banned and blacklisted from the community. I agree, bro.
Bro, somebody said it was college dropout, late registration, fantasy, Yeezus, Ye, and Pablo were all better than graduation. And I was just like, no.
Yeah, no, none of those albums.
I hate
graduation.
I hate Pablo kids, like, you know, the people who got into Kanye through Life of Pablo, and you can tell because it's their favorite album. And it's like, all right, here's how it goes, right? The first 3 album run, great. I mean, it's perfect. Then you have a little hiccup with 808s, you know, not his best work, but fine. And then Fantasy is back on that like college trilogy level. Then there's a slight dip after that. And I think Yeezus is still really good. And then Pablo is like below that. You know, there's like a little bit of a dip again after Yeezus. And then you get like Yay, Kids See Ghosts. Kids See Ghosts is on the level of his old shit, I think. And then it's just a fucking straight line down after Kids See Ghosts, bro. Jesus is King, Donda, Vultures.
Donda, I don't know if I like. I think I like Donda more than Kids See Ghost.
Donda's not.
I think I like Donda more than Kids See Ghost.
No.
Yeah, I'm going Donda over Kids See Ghost. Yeah. Donda was a fire album,
bro.
Look.
I think Kids See. All right, here's the thing. This is gonna get me canceled. I got Kids See Ghosts over Fantasy.
I mean, it's better than saying rodeo over graduation. I mean, we've heard some awful shit today, man. So
it's either over Fantasy or right below Fantasy, but Kids See Ghosts is the top 3 Kanye album for me. It goes in over graduation. Someone says, "Swag, you tripping?" See, I know I'm gonna, but like, I really like Kids See Ghost. I don't skip any of the songs on that album. Is the thing. Like, they're all some of the best songs I've heard in my life.
Rodeo over graduation is ridiculous. I'm just stuck on that. I'm gonna be thinking about.
Someone said Cuddy carries. Bro, what?
If anything,
it took me long enough to ramp on this strong enough. Pay this shit, just gonna give up. Type shit. I like breakfast in bed, but I like breakfast in head. Type shit. No, Kids See Ghosts is
graduation, man.
Well, Cuddy Montage, I think. No, I think that they're doing 50-50.
There's some truly horrifying niggas out in the world.
Yeah.
Because I would walk past that nigga. He might have headphones in, and I would have no idea.
And he's listening to Rodeo thinking, I'd rather be listening to this than graduation right
I'm
now.
glad I didn't turn on graduation on my way home.
Yeah. Like, oh my God, my day would be so much worse.
And then nigga had the nerve to say, but that's just my opinion. Yeah. Like, no, your opinion is wrong. Like he said we should legalize rape. That's just my opinion. No.
Wow, that's a crazy leap from rodeo over graduation.
It's up there though. It's up there though. Crazy.
Like, it's
I had the. What about Swag's analogy earlier? We were talking about the fucking the spicy food and whatever. That nigga had the insane analogy. That was not a ridiculous reach. It was exaggerated a bit.
Obviously.
Bro,
But
say
that's the
beta.
point. That's the point of the analogy. Man, fuck all y'all. Hold up. Everybody's getting banned. Hold up.
Everybody's getting banned.
Looking for your spicy food to rape. No, I'm not, dude.
Bro. Bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah, bro, let me
You
step for you to
guys.
pack it up and go home, bro. Oh my god, dude, you know, shit got so much worse since like the start of last year. Like Twitter is X now, and that shit doesn't say retweet anymore. It's so depressing.
That's really what you're caring about right now?
I mean, there's a lot of other that's just like the tip of the iceberg.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Everybody calls it Twitter, so I just don't give a fuck. To
Yeah.
me, nothing's changed. Like if
The
you're a
wrong
fucking
guy
news
won
outlet, you say
type shit.
X. If you're anybody normal, you say Twitter.
A lot of news outlets still call it Twitter too, I think.
Favorite Kendrick
album? Good Kid,
Mad
Mad City. Good Kid, Mad
Yeah,
City.
no.
Good Kid, Mad City.
You don't get to pull the I was trolling shit after you said it's just my opinion and you donated for it. No, hell no.
But Good
Stand
Kid,
on
Mad
that
City is the
shit.
best Kendrick album.
Stand
Good Kid,
on
Mad
that
City is
shit.
the best Kendrick album. What's your favorite Kendrick album? Since you don't remember Good Kids, Mad City that much.
I listen to Damn the most for sure.
Damn is good. Damn might be my least favorite. Now, keep in mind, we're talking about Kendrick Lamar albums here, so it's like saying, like, what's your least
Billionaire.
favorite? Yeah, like, what's your least favorite way to like find $1 billion on the ground? You know, it's like can't really go wrong there. But I would say of the. It's either Damn or Mr. Morale. I think GNX is better than both.
To Pimp a Butterfly is probably my favorite album, but yeah, like I said, I listen to Damn the most. But
I
listen to
think
Damn
Butterfly
the most
is my second favorite.
when Damn came out, I went on a road trip like fucking 4 times.
Whoa.
So I had to do something.
Somebody just said GNX is so damn overrated. What's overrated about it? Huh? What's wrong with GNX?
GNX was gutted.
Low key, no skip. Hold on, let me pull up GNX before I say no skips. Just to make sure I'm not forgetting some. GNX song list. I think it's the album of the year for free. Whacked Out Murals, not a skip. Squabble Up, not a skip. Luther, not a skip. Man at the Garden, not a skip. Hey Now, definitely not a skip. Reincarnated, not a skip. TV Off, not a skip. The only ones here that are arguably skips are like Dodger, Blue, and GNX, and I feel like I'm reaching calling them skips. When the worst song on the album is GNX, that's like kind of crazy.
I think that there's like you have to agree with this. There's a difference between like a skip and like a song you just don't
You think it's
want
bad?
to hear every single time.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Like, what's the fucking hold up? Let me go to College Dropout real quick. What's the name of this fucking song?
GNX, the song is kind of, it's not meh. It's just the worst song on the album. I'm reaching that. What?
Let me mute so I don't get fucking copyright.
The title track is the only skip for me. Yeah, that's what that's probably the only thing that I could see as a skip, but I still like it. Dodger Blues fire. Yeah, I know. I think the whole album's fire. It's hard for me to pick a favorite song. I really like The Heart Part 6. I also love the existence of The Heart Part 6. Like, I opened up the album like the minute it dropped, and I was the first thing I looked for was to see if he had The Heart Part 6 in there, because I had a feeling he was just gonna ignore Drake's, and he did, and I thought that shit was funny as fuck. And Okay, so the thing that makes it even more embarrassing for Drake is that like the Heart Part 6 by Drake is one of the worst received songs of the year and in recent. It's not just one of the worst received disses. It's one of like, it's up there with like Bigfoot for like shitty disses, but it's just like nobody liked the song, right? And then Kendrick's Heart Part 6 comes out. Nobody has anything bad to say about it. So it's just like Drake's like didn't even like he was like, oh, see, I took the Heart Part 6 from you. And then Kendrick just like didn't I thought it was really funny. He just didn't give a fuck, made a fire song, named the Heart Part 6 anyway. That shit's fire. Somebody said Drake won and he spelled it O-N-E.
Appreciate the 10. I love
Did you
that
see
fucking song, Squabble Up. I love that shit.
Wobble Up is good. Kendrick is not better than Drake, TB. Oh my god, y'all are about to piss me off.
Miss your content.
I keep a horn on me, that Kamasi. That's the second thing I looked for, was that song because of the sample at the beginning of the Not Like Us music
That
video.
was the first thing I looked for. First thing.
Yeah. The first thing I looked for was Heart Part 6. Just to see if Kendrick did it.
I opened the album.
And
I
he
was
did.
just asking my friends, like, hey, did he put that song up there?
Squabble Up, bro. Reincarnated, best song. It's competing for it for me. I really like Reincarnated.
Somebody donated and asked, what was your opinion on the recent Egghead arc in One Piece?
It's the best arc post time skip so far. Do you see that message? Do you see that chat message? Oh boy, I can't wait to listen to God's plan later, nerd emoji. Bro, oh my god, bro. Hella entertainment. You're the GOAT. That shit is so funny.
Have you seen anything about the new Avatar show that they're gonna put out?
Oh yeah, she has like one leg, right? And it's like a post-apocalypse because I guess Korra fumbled.
And she's a fucking she's a twin.
Whoa, that's crazy.
A whole bunch of the shit about it seems interesting to me.
God's Plan kind of butt when I reheard it earlier, bro. I always hated God's Plan. I always thought that song was annoying. But I'm not gonna get into how I feel about Drake because I think I hate him a little more than most people do, so I don't want to get in trouble for it. But yeah, I'm gonna watch it because I like Avatar and I liked Korra well enough. Book 2 of Korra is like an abomination though. That shit sucks.
Yeah, I don't like Book 2
booty.
of Korra. Shad and
It's so
Troy
bad.
fucking love Book 2 of Korra. They're like the fucking apologists for that shit. I don't like
I'm gonna have to hear them explain this. Troy's stupid ass thought the Switch 2 was a gun, so I don't have high hopes.
He still tries to deny that to this day.
No, I was there. We were talking about the Switch 2, and Troy goes, "You mean like the gun?" And 6, I heard something snap in his soul. He lost it. He was actually mad.
Because we were talking about how it was as powerful as the PS4. And he thought,
And
like,
he was like, "What the fuck would a gun be as powerful as a PS4, Troy?"
Like the attachment you put on a Glock is as strong as a PS4. What would that even fucking mean?
Yeah.
Like the Switch has good graphics.
Yeah.
If Drake was a Naruto character, who would he be? Or Orochimaru? Pretty simple.
Yeah. I love the way your breasts feel on my chest.
I can't believe he went so far. Like he kissed her on stage and then like just started describing how much he liked it.
I was waiting for that beef to happen for a long time. I'm not gonna lie. I've always hated Drake. I've always found him a little bit annoying, and I've always been a Kendrick fan. I've been a Kendrick fan since Good Kid, Mad City. So, like, seeing this happen, I knew Drake was gonna get slaughtered, and I was just like, yes, the whole time. I did think Drake kind of opened up strong with push-ups. I'm like the opposite of most people. People don't normally talk about push-ups. They talk a lot about like Family Matters. I don't think Family Matters was very good, but I liked push-ups. And then like push-ups came out. TaylorMade obviously sucked. And then after Euphoria, though, it was over. He could not compete with Euphoria. I do not think that Drake has like the talent as a rapper to make something to shoot back against Euphoria. And then Meet the Grams was a kill shot again, and not like us stacked on. Like, what do you do? It was great to watch. So much shit happened this year, huh?
Yeah, a whole lot happened this year.
Yeah.
Oh, don't forget, we got the group call with Seth later.
This guy. Why I oughta. Euphoria, best song out the beef? I think Euphoria is probably the best diss, but Not Like Us is like the easiest to spin back. It's just so like listenable and quotable. Not to say Euphoria isn't quotable, but you know. Nothing to say. Love you guys in W Stream. $20 from Squeeps. Thanks, buddy.
Appreciate that 20 squeeps. Squeeps. What he is.
Squeeps with the Goku avatar is goated. Bro, did you see that the director or whatever of Black Myth Wukong wrote a Game Award acceptance speech 2 years in advance? And he had like a meltdown and said that like he's questioning the integrity of the Game Awards because he didn't win.
I mean, that company's fucking weird. So
Yeah. So what's that? Oh yeah, that dude was crying. He was literally crying. Elena Pierce, do you know who she is? She does like games coverage. Elena Pierce, she said that she was sitting there, and she like looked over, and they were like literally crying, like not like not figuratively crying, not like upset, like there were real tears, and they were upset that they didn't win Game of the Year at the Game Awards. They're like treating it like the Grammys, bro.
I was a little. And keep in mind when I say a little, I mean a little. People don't mean it when they say I mean it. A little upset Elden Ring didn't win.
It's a DLC.
Swag. I don't care. I
play
cannot stress
Balatro?
enough how much I don't give a fuck. Did I play what?
Did you play Balatro? Did you play Balatro?
No.
You should. It's good. It's really like easy to get into too. Like it clicks in like 5 seconds. The real game of the year did get snubbed for Astrobot. It was Balatro. I'm sorry, bro. I can't, a DLC can't win game of the year, bro.
Bro, but Shadow of the Earth. Did you play Shadow of the Earth Tree?
Yeah, I didn't beat it, but because I was just like too busy trying to like fucking like make the video work and shit, and like getting my shit back around the time Shadow of the Earth Tree came out.
Damn. Yeah,
Yeah.
Shadow of the Earth Tree was fucking good. I beat this.
Oh, it was really good. It was really good. And I love Elden Ring. It's one of my favorite games of all time. But I don't know. I'm like fundamentally opposed to the idea of a DLC winning game of the year.
No, I feel you. I feel you. When originally, like, whenever people started saying that it would get nominated, I was like, nah, it's not gonna get nominated. It's a DLC. I was fine. It got nominated, and I was like, oh yes, please win.
Concord got snubbed.
Concord. Okay.
I haven't played Metaphor, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. Shadow of the Earth Tree wasn't that good. It was just base Elden Ring, but worse. Obviously, it's good, but it's just a worse Elden Ring. All right, so first of all,
shit I've ever heard in my fucking life.
First of all, that's not true. But second off, a worse Elden Ring would still be one of the best games ever made.
Yeah, considering Elden Ring is the best game ever made.
It's not.
It is.
I have a list of a top 100. Let me see where it is. Here. Actually, you can pull this shit up. I don't give a fuck. People who know, who get it, they're going to be like, oh yeah, this shit is fire.
Do you read any new manga? Someone donated asked, do you think any new manga can be a mega hit?
It's going to be hard for anything to reach like the level of like the big three. I feel like, or like Naruto's and JJK's are like rare. I feel like Demon Slayer had like pop appeal, you know. It's hard for me to consider it a shonen though. Elden Ring is 17th for me on my list, which is high. Don't get it twisted.
So you have 16 lies above Elden Ring.
Sure. I could probably move it up like a little bit. Highest it can go is 12.
I played. How many hours of Elden Ring do I have? 1,200.
No, I know a lot. What's the top 10 on my list? The top 10 is let me pull it back up.
I'm also
The top 10 is if this shit would load, what the fuck? All right. It's Final Fantasy 7, Great Ace Attorney 2, Sonic 3. So this is in order. Right now we're at 3. Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Metal Gear Solid 2, Ace Attorney 1, Halo 3, Street Fighter Third Strike, Majora's Mask, Dragon Ball Fighters, and Metal Gear Solid 3. Sonic Adventure 2 just barely squeezed out at 11th place.
And what are the other lies above Elden Ring?
Final Fantasy 6, Binding of Isaac, Final Fantasy 8, Disco
Binding of
Elysium, and Street Fighter 6.
Street Fighter 6.
Street Fighter 6 is goated, bro.
Binding of Isaac and Street Fighter fucking 6, man.
Hating on Binding of Isaac is weird.
I'm not hating on it. It's not better than Elden Ring.
Have you played Binding of Isaac?
Yes. Who hasn't played Binding of Isaac, bro? Come on now.
Swag, did I play Shadow Generations? Yes, I did. It was really good. No Skyrim in the top 10?
No Red Dead.
Skyrim in the top 10 games ever? Skyrim's in my top 100. It's not my top 10.
Nigga said I'm a new age gamer. Hold up. This nigga's getting fucking banned. Hold up.
He's gonna cook you, bro.
New age gamer.
Nah, I will mod you, bro. Fallout 3 is not in my top 100, I don't think.
Nigga, like I said, Fortnite. The fuck?
New Vegas is in my top 100, but I don't like Fallout 3 nearly as much as New Vegas. Fighters, y'all are sleeping on. People are like putting cap on Fighters, but I have like 1,500 hours in that game. The reason I like Fighters so much is it's because it got me into like traditional fighting games, right? Like I didn't play shit like Street Fighter or like Guilty Gear or anything before Fighters, and I've played a lot of like traditional 2D fighting games as a result. So, and it's really fun. I think it's a well-made fighting game too.
Bro.
No, Dokkan is criminal in the top 10 games ever made. Somebody asked me thoughts on Terraria. I haven't played it.
Is Red Dead in the top 20?
No.
Holy shit.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is a straight line simulator, man. I didn't finish it. I'll give it another try if like enough people ask, but nah, shit. I should make it like a dono thing. If somebody donates when I stream or whatever, I'll play Red Dead Redemption 2 because I'm looking for more games to play.
All right, Chad. We got $1,000 dono goal. Everybody just start donating hella bands right now, so I can play it.
So you can get $1,000 for me to play Red Dead 2?
But you don't want me to make $1,000, nigga?
I do, not bad enough to play that long ass game, bro.
Dude, you're gonna make hella money streaming it anyway.
I'm not streaming Red Dead 2. People are gonna be like, "This isn't Naruto." Unsubscribe, and they're gonna shoot me in the face.
The best. Is that
Somebody asked if
list?
Halo Reach is in my top 20. No, but it's number 48.
Is that? It looks like
Flag, you
nasty.
know we love you for more than Naruto, right? Yeah, I know the real ones love me for more than Naruto because y'all just listen to me talk about like hip hop and shit. But not people aren't gonna click on like a Red Dead 2 stream. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
Don't knock it till you try. I have tried Red Dead 2. I own it. I just,
Man
I
said
do
no
like a lot of what
Swagkage
I've
too.
seen about it. I do like a lot of what I've seen about it, but it's just so railroady. Like when you're doing the story missions.
But you gotta really
But
get in the
like,
character, bro. You gotta.
but like when you like run around and shit, like all the detail they put into the world and the NPCs is sick. I have a lot of appreciation for that.
W. The
No Kingdom
fucking
Hearts, bro. Okay, this is gonna get me fucking canceled. I fucking hate Kingdom Hearts. I played one,
W.
suffered through the cutscenes of Chain of Memory. Dude, I tried to play Rechain of Memories. That's like the worst fucking game ever made. And I got like halfway through Kingdom Hearts 2, and I just had an epiphany. I was like, what am I doing, bro? This was before I had played the Final Fantasy games. I was like, why am I playing this Final Fantasy Disney? I should just go play Final Fantasy instead. So I locked in. Like, for a game to be so frustrating that it gives me like an existential crisis and makes me think, why am I not playing this other game that I've never played before and drop it immediately without looking back? Like, I don't. The writing in Kingdom Hearts is just infuriating to me. And now you could say to that, but you have 2 Metal Gear Solid games in your top 10. Kojima is a little bit of a goofball. Some of the dialogue of Metal Gear Solid is crazy, but it's not Kingdom Hearts level, bro. Like Kingdom Hearts, it's like, oh, my nobody came and he destroyed my Heartless and oh, hey, what's up, Erica? My girlfriend just brought me some chips. She's very nice.
dude.
I'm just chatting right now.
Appreciate the 5 memberships, Vector.
Somebody just asked me if I played Stellar Blade. No, bro. Gooner game.
Gooner game. What's it called?
Stellar Blade. You know, like the ass jiggle physics game?
Stellar Blade, huh? Let's see. Oh, it's a PlayStation 5.
Hanzo versus Sasori? Oh my god. Hanzo sweep, bro.
Yeah, that's a Jesus Christ. Hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby video.
Swag, do you think the idea of a Naruto Fighters is completely dead at this point? I've heard from credible sources that it's probably not going to happen. If they get somebody to make it, it'll be like, it won't be Arxis, it'll be like aiding or whatever. No, did Arxis? I think Arxis did have something to do with the Hunter x Hunter game. I don't know, but I don't think it's gonna be like as like high budget as the Dragon Ball game. I think it'll be like a smaller game like the Hunter x Hunter one. But maybe the Hunter x Hunter game is just them testing the waters with other anime. I don't know, but I really hope we get a Naruto Fighters. Naruto open world game, please. I would
What?
walk off a building if we got a Naruto open world game instead of a
Walk
Naruto
off
fighting
a
game.
fucking building?
Yeah.
Nigga, I would make a building. I would love a fucking Naruto open world game.
What type of shit is that? I would make a building. What does that even
For you to walk
mean?
off of, nigga. Go ahead. Take your walk off. I want that game.
Bro. That shit did not make any sense, bro. I said I will walk off a building. This guy 6 said I will make a building. I want it so bad. What is
I would
going
make
on?
the building for you to walk off of.
Like somebody in chat's like, bro, what? Making a building out of love. That's what I thought you meant. You were like, I would be so happy that I would like build a skyscraper out of passion for the open world Naruto game.
No, but for real though, I love open world games. I love Naruto. Put that shit together.
Someone said no MGS1 in the top 20. I have MGS1 at 35. It's really good. I might move it up. I don't know.
Six building versus Troy switch gun. So he's getting tools when he hears the announcement.
Like, bro, like you're on stream. And you're like, you see that shit. You hear all your shit fall over as you get up and go, and you just like yell into the mic, "Chat, I'll be back. I gotta go to Home Depot, bro."
Oh, you understand that I could beat a lion, right?
I'm about to get off the stream. What are you talking
Because I
about?
was telling niggas, right? All I would have to do to be able to beat a lion, in reality, because a nigga beat
All I would have to do to be able to beat a
guy,
lion.
a nigga beat a lion. We know this now. Lions basically got downscaled. Some dude
Lions
beat
got
a lion.
downscaled.
He beat a lion, so that means we can beat lions. So I'm thinking, because lions, they paw at you, right? They
Okay,
paw
but
at
like
you first.
Usain Bolt has done certain things too. So like theoretically we could, but like that's Usain Bolt.
Yeah, but this lion got fucked up by some random nigga in Africa. You know what I'm saying?
Have you heard that like I don't know, like people get amped in like particular, high emotional situations.
I don't want to die. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And I already have the blueprint. Listen, I'm thinking, the lions paw at you, right? They don't just attack you. I parry the lion strike, move behind it with the parry, get on its back.
Okay, wait. Like, are you like
rear
you
naked
parry?
choke.
What's your like frame data after the parry, bro?
I'm plus 600.
10 seconds.
Yep.
Okay.
So then I take his back.
Six is making his own fanfic, bro. You got body.
In a rear naked choke, and then the lion goes to sleep eventually.
Okay.
The lions have lost before. We know now. Because before it was all assumptions. Everybody assumed we would lose. So everybody whoever came in contact with lion, you either have a weapon or you just give up, right? No one ever tried to out wrestle and beat it.
Right.
And I have the plan, so I should be able to get it done.
Okay.
Yeah, all right, yeah. See, seems like he's on board.
Yeah, sure. Bro, do you remember that parrot debate? That whole situation?
Yeah.
What a funny debacle.
Debacle.
Yeah.
It was a funny debacle.
Do you know that like Seth was like behind a lot of that, and then he came up to me and he apologized. He was like, "Bro, I always liked you, man. I don't want it to go south between us, Like I feel really bad. Like I'm sorry. Nothing like that is ever gonna happen again." And he sounded so genuine, bro. That's comedy.
The programmer?
Mm-hmm.
The guy
The very same.
Chat with every week?
Mm. Well, you're claiming we do.
The guy we gotta have a call with after the stream?
But the guy you're claiming we have to. I don't know. Oh no! Don't even talk about that. SSS hella entertainment. Don't even talk about that. Do you remember when Seth canceled like 50 times on that? Like Six and I were free, like every week. We kept trying to make it happen, and Seth kept canceling. And then I wasn't free one time because I had like a Christmas family thing, and Seth was like, "I don't know if Swag's serious about it, Six. I think we should kick him out." You remember that, right?
Yeah, that was funny.
That's when I tweeted out. Well, I think I either tweeted out or I streamed. I was like, look, the podcast isn't happening. I'm not gonna say whose fault it is, but it isn't mine. Just know that. Not my fault at all.
And then it was like 50-50 down the middle who they were blaming, me or him. Oh, fun trivia for you guys. So when I got set up at my new place, I had to like take apart my like mic and the boom arm and stuff and like screw it all back into place when I was transporting it. And I was trying to re-record some stuff for this video when I was finishing it up. And my mic sounded fucked up. So I was like, dude, do I need to install new drivers? Like it just sounded really muffled and like weird. I was like, what's going on? My stupid ass, bro. I had the shit screwed on backwards. So the part I was supposed to be speaking into was facing away from me. And I didn't know because like the gold circle on it that's supposed to let you know which way it needs to be facing was covered up by my pop filter that I have wrapped around it.
I think
Swag 6 Troy Parker. No, there were some mic changes, like just because of the way I have it positioned, but you did not hear the backwards mic. It sounded really bad. Like really, really, really bad.
Okay.
Like,
but yeah, there was like a time where like your mic just got more muffled in the video.
That sucks.
Swag 6 Snoop Dogg.
That's the SSSD.
Yeah.
People do call him Snoop. It could be SSS. Did you hear his new album with Dr. Dre?
Dude, no.
Old head. Yeah, it's an old head album, but it's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
SDS Swag Deco 96.
Someone said old head moment. Yeah.
Bro, chat, who do y'all want to see Swag debate in January?
Can you unmod Mr. Potts because he said Swag def an Eminem fan? I'm not. No. I'm insulted.
Dude, you're a white guy that likes rap. How could you not be an Eminem fan?
I don't like Eminem.
You're fucking you're fucking the dynamic up. It's changing everything I thought I knew about white people. I gotta go back to the lab. I thought Eminem was the universally agreed upon standard. Like that was y'all's guy.
No.
Damn, bro.
I think his fans are really annoying too. So the thing about Eminem that frustrates me is he's like obviously technically very talented, but it's just like I feel like that's it, Like he can do like impressive shit, and he could do like he could have like really ill rhymes or whatever, I guess. But like that's really literally it. That's like the whole
really ill
thing.
Rhymes. Yeah. I get you.
What did you mute for, bro?
I had someone knocking at my door.
It sounded like you muted and then you came back like giggling a little bit, like you were saying some shit to chat. You know what I mean?
They came and said some funny shit.
Oh, okay. I see.
I get delivered.
That's an awfully hot coffee pot type shit. I know, bro. People quote me for ill rhyme. That's what I'm like. That was like kind of ironic because I mean, it's just like he's just going for like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if I rhymed like fucking. I don't know. So I'm not actually gonna think of it.
Wait, did you read Yu Hakusho?
I haven't finished it. I still need to.
Oh yeah.
But I really like it. Togashi's different with the pen.
Togashi's goated.
I used to listen to Eminem a lot in middle school. Yeah, same. I'm not afraid. Like that shit used to go crazy, but then I grew up.
Bro, have you told anyone else this opinion?
I probably get in trouble for not liking Eminem, but I'm my girlfriend and I don't like him. Also, it's always the most like annoying type of people who are like huge Eminem fans, right? Like there's just something wrong with them. Like
Troy.
either they're obnoxious or they're racist or they like hate women or a mixture, you know. There's always something weird about like Eminem super fans. I'm not saying if you like Eminem, you're one of those things. I'm just saying like if you're like big into Eminem, there's a correlation there.
Killer B is a better rapper than Drake. Well, let's not get out of hand.
No. I don't like Drake, but no. Killer B
is some
couldn't.
dog shit.
Did you see that tweet that was like Drake could write To Pimp a Butterfly, but Kendrick couldn't write Scorpion?
Scorpion? That's not even a good Drake album.
I know, bro. I remember it also got the Pusha T debuff when it came out. Like for me, I listened to it and I'm like, bro, this guy just got whooped.
You just said that if you like Eminem, you're a bad person, Swag. You can't just double down on your take.
I didn't say that.
Yeah,
I explicitly said that's not what I think. I just said that a lot of people who are super fans of Eminem, you know, sometimes I find out that they're weird. I'm not saying that all Eminem fans are bad people. I'm prefacing this by saying I know a lot of people are going to get mad at me because I know normal people like Eminem. You can't escape hip hop you can't escape him in hip hop conversations. You know, everybody has him in their top 5. I feel like, except me. Do you have him in your top 5, 6?
Eminem, yeah.
Fuck. See what I mean? I can't get away from that piece of shit.
Because he's goated, man. Hot coffee.
That's an awfully hot coffee pot. Yeah. No. Okay, I think that guy. So the guy who said that Rodeo was better than Graduation and then said he was trolling, he put in chat Tom McDonald. That's all he said.
Hey, Vector, you're on your last fucking legs, buddy. You get one more outrageous opinion.
Lil Wayne greater than Eminem? Yes.
Yeah, Wayne's better than Eminem.
Wait, who is your top 5?
Bro, you're not gonna like my top 5. Well, I'm gonna say my top 5, and there's one guy in here who nobody is going to. 2 guys in here nobody is going to agree with. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Kanye, number 1.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeet.
Okay.
Uzi.
Okay.
Lil Wayne. Eminem.
Okay. Bro, the pause before Yeet is so funny.
Yes, I said Yeet. Kendrick ain't in it? No.
I heard somebody once say The Weeknd is their favorite rapper. That's kind of like racist, right? You know what I mean? That feels like racist. Be like The Weeknd is my favorite rapper.
How the fuck is... Oh, he's not a rapper.
That's what I'm saying.
He's
just a light-skinned dude that makes music, and then they said he's their favorite rapper. I'm like, hold on a second.
Uzi fan.
My top 5. Kendrick and Kanye.
Incoming white guy top 5, chat. Incoming white guy top 5.
Hoodie's probably in there. I fuck with Hoodie, bro. I like Man on the Moon. But he does have some shitty albums. But so does Kanye. Kanye made Vultures and Jesus is King.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Bro, you say Yeet. I don't want to hear it. All right, fine. I don't even know who Kid Cudi is anymore. Who is that? Never mind. Somebody
Bro.
said swag be like Shakespeare. That is crazy. Now, what if I came on here and I was like, my top 5 is Tupac, Eminem, Tyler the Creator,
Logic.
Childish Gambino, and Logic. Yeah. Okay, Tyler is actually on my top 5.
Tyler's cool. Tyler's cool.
No.
But yeah, fucking Kid
Bro,
Cudi.
wait, come on, track. Cudi is not that crazy, is he?
Kid Cudi's not as good as Yeet. I won't hear it. I won't hear
Bro, what? All right, anyway.
Kid Cudi has no albums on the level of Up to Me.
Somebody said Tupac. I know it's Tupac. I know. Duh. That was the joke.
Sure.
This big word Smallstein fella.
Swag actually listens to Hamilton rap. What the fuck is that?
What is Hamilton rap, bro?
I have no fucking idea. Favorite female rapper?
Nicki blew herself up, bro.
Yeah, Nicki sucks. I don't really Meg Thee Stallion, she's bad.
I like Meg. Dochi's been going crazy lately too.
Who?
Dochi.
Who the fuck that is?
She's on Tyler's new album. She has an album of her own. Not Doja, Dochi. I really like Run the Jewels, but they're 2 people.
Six likes Bigfoot. That nigga don't make music. At least not anymore.
He said rapper or artist? Yeah, we're talking about rapper right now, not artist. Artist is like Daft Punk, Kanye, Kendrick. I'm actually afraid to fill out my top 5. I'm not gonna lie.
No, keep going.
Mm-mm.
No,
Oh, okay.
I said
my top 3. No, I said artists, not rappers. I'm afraid to fill out the artist part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think anything would change.
Nah. Not for me. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, for you. Yeah, that makes sense.
Is Taylor Swift in there?
Can't put me on the spot like that, bro.
I just wonder.
Look. What you gotta understand is I'm from Tennessee. And when I was a kid, she was popping off. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna be a Swiftie. And that shit just stays hitting, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if she's in my top 5, but she's probably around there. I do like Taylor Swift a lot.
I don't listen to Taylor Swift's music, so I won't judge you on that one.
Bro, what if I just threw Lil Tecca in my top 5 rap?
I wish you fucking would, man. I'd end this stream so fucking fast.
I like Grimes a lot too for artists. Muse. What the fuck is wrong? How did I forget? Duh. Okay, my top 5 rappers is Kendrick, Kanye, Tyler, MF Doom. Duh. And then probably like Killer Mike or whatever.
All right, well, since we're on the topic of music, the Faulconer score for Dragon Ball is fucking ass.
Yes, it's terrible.
It
Logic.
sucks.
Remember MF Doom is all... Yes, I know. All caps when you spell the man's name. I know. I get it. I understand. No 21 Savage. Savage is good.
Sex-addicted tortoise retires after fathering 800 kids and saving his species from extinction.
You might have to kick this Alex Sess type dude. Well, he said no Rascal Flats.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
They did Life is a Highway.
Life is a
Somebody said J. Cole.
that trash ass, light skin ass nigga.
Hey, bro. Look. He has a couple songs that are good. Power Trip is good. And Wet Dreams is good. That's all I got.
That Don't Save Her. Yeah, whatever that song is called.
No Role Models.
Yeah. That's his only good song. Six sounds like he thinks he's tough.
Rihanna's up there in my top artists. I really like Rihanna.
I know I'm tough, nigga. Tougher than you. Matter of fact, I'm so tough, I could get you out of chat right now. You couldn't do nothing about it.
Is Frank Ocean around my top 5 artists ever? Probably not. He's good though. I like Frank a lot.
I should call him Frank like you knew that nigga.
I do, bro. I got Spotify open right now. Don't play with me, bro. I'll get you copyrighted on your stream.
It doesn't matter if you're, but what are you gonna do?
Put it up on my phone.
Oh, sure. That's gonna work.
Bro, let me hit you with the fucking Katy Perry. E.T. You're so... What did you see like the genre of like power scaling edit that just used that song?
Wait, what song?
E.T. Katy Perry, Kanye West.
No.
Somebody called him Frank Puddle. I said he's not in my top 5. I explicitly said he's not in my top 5. Somebody asked if I like metal. Not a lot. But there's like some, like I like some Metallica songs and some Disturbed songs, but I'm not like a metalhead. I like the really like basic shit. Yeah, what if I came in here 6 and I was like, my top 5 artists are Metallica, Disturbed, 1,000 Foot Crutch, that type of shit. Oh my god. I gotta find the funniest picture ever. Oh, this shit is... Hold on. This is the funniest, most embarrassing Spotify Wrapped of all time. I actually have 2 for you. And it's really like the last artist on both that like... Oh, you're not ready, bro. Like, what if I came in and said it was some shit like this?
Dude. Childish get... What the
Yeah, you
fuck?
gotta put it at the... You gotta put
Everything
it on
hold
the...
on, yeah, let me show y'all this shit, chat. Everything about this pisses me off. Look at this nigga. Look at this. You can't.
The Childish
DJ this
Gambino at the bottom is so funny, bro.
Bro, his top artist is the nigga that made the JJK OST. He listened to the JJK OST that much.
So you know what that shit under it is? It's the Undertale OST, the Persona OST, and the Jet Set Radio OST. That's so embarrassing.
And then fucking Childish Gambino at the end.
Here's some more.
Bro,
I can't believe I forgot MF Doom earlier, bro. I feel like really bad about that because I love MF Doom.
He doesn't know you. He'll be fine.
Well, he's dead, so.
Just saying, he'll be fine, man. You don't have to feel bad.
Yeah,
about
so this is Six's Spotify Wrapped on the left, and this is mine on the right.
it. We're a couple of fucking demons. Y'all had no idea who you were listening to.
Yeah. Someone said damn swag. Okay, I need to clarify that was a joke, actually. That was not my Wrapped.
Yeah, his is the one on the left.
Yeah, no, Six's is on the right, yeah. I love how they have like all this bullshit for their top artists and they still snuck Not Like Us in there at number
But Drake is in the top 5.
Did you see that Axe most listened song was Not Like Us?
Who's most listened song?
DJ Academics.
Oh. What?
Yeah,
That's
his
weird.
most listened song on his Wrapped was Not Like Us. Should I fear for my life? This isn't actually our Wrapped, bro. Pull up your real Wrapped so they know.
Where is my rap?
It's on the screen. It's on the left. This is actually both of Six's accounts.
Having 2 separate accounts with this bad of a rap would be insane. Do I have... Hold up.
Dragon Ball Super anime or manga?
Anime. Manga. Yeah.
Okay. Shouldn't have been that difficult.
Well, for the parts of the stories that both the manga and anime cover, I probably prefer the anime.
No, the Goku Black Arc's better than the manga.
I mean, we can lie about that type of stuff, but
No, Zamasu like throwing the top of his gi off is sick as hell.
bro, can I get to my fucking shit, man?
Now who's talking about some poop, bro? He said, "Get to my fucking shit, man." Uh-oh.
Okay.
Hey, bro, you said it, not me. Talking about some doo-doo.
I'm trying to like show me my top shit, Spotify. Show my actual fucking rap. Where's the like what'll show me everything? This is just the top artist.
Oh, also, chat, what y'all think of the video?
Here we go.
Shadow Dragon's arc versus Goku Black arc. Ugh, they're both really bad.
Bro, you can't fuck with GT this much. The Shadow Dragons arc is worse.
I said they're both really bad, and you said I fuck with it, bro. This guy doesn't listen.
You fuck with GT, bro. You fuck with GT because you're saying, okay, it's the same as if we were to ask, okay, Drake, bad person, clearly. Hitler, bad person. Who's the worst person between Hitler and Drake? You go, bro, they're both really bad.
What? That doesn't mean I fuck with Drake though, bro. I feel like that sets off alarm bells.
It means you fuck with Hitler. It means you fuck with Hitler because you have to fuck with Hitler to not just immediately say he's the worst person than Drake. That's what I'm saying.
Bro, what the fuck? You're like 0 for 4 on the analogy. This one's funny as fuck, but it doesn't make any sense.
Bro, the analogy.
Hitler and Drake, man, they're both really bad. I don't know who's worse.
This is my actual rap, by the way, chat. I don't know what number 4 is. I think it's because I listen to a lot of fucking
don't know
like,
what number
illegally
4 is.
uploaded
Crazy.
songs. Like they upload the songs illegally, so it doesn't like have an actual artist name. I think that's what that is.
6 talking about poop. Definitely listen to Ice Spice.
Can I self promote? I've got a 3.5 hour long.
Do you
reaction.
have Ian in your Wrapped, bro? I swear to God.
I do.
Wait, where is it? I'm not seeing it.
It's on the stream.
Bro, Ian,
My
you
channel,
were saying
if you ever
you
react
were
to it, so just
talking
listen to
about
them.
me being white and liking Eminem and shit. You got Ian in there.
Nigga, he was going hard. What the fuck? What you want me to not listen to this shit? It was hard.
Bro, that shit is ass. Someone said only 6K, bro's not listening to anything. I'm saying, bro.
I was because look, most of the songs I listened to were fucking like unreleased, so I had to listen to them on YouTube.
All right, here, I'm gonna go ahead and expose myself. I'll throw the real one up there. Y'all can hate me if you want.
Yeah, here.
But I'm a Swiftie.
I'm looking, John. I see the like reaction.
I saw somebody whose top artist
kinda
was
short,
Johann
though.
Sebastian Bach.
It seems short if you reacted to the whole debate. Pretty sure it's 10, by the way, but it seems short if you reacted to the whole debate.
Did you hear me say that I saw somebody whose top artist was Johann Sebastian Bach?
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Bach, the famous composer is? I mean, like, I'm surprised anybody would listen to him now, but not knowing who he is crazy.
I have no idea who that guy is.
Just like not knowing who Beethoven is, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
No, okay. Beethoven is universal.
So is Bach.
I've never even heard his name. He can't be.
I'm gonna say King Bach.
He said you're a smart scaler, but this is surprising.
There's mine, bro.
All right. Okay, so
Yeah, I know.
there you go, Chad.
Yeah, bro, she goes crazy.
This is Swagkage.
This is the Swagkage Spotify rap.
Let me look at this. Daft Punk, Kitsy Ghost, Kendrick Lamar, Kanye, Taylor Swift. Untitled 03.
That shit goes crazy. I really like Untitled Unmastered.
18K minutes. I'll get my minutes up next year.
Yeah. Someone said Rod Wave is my number 1 artist. How bad is that? Like, they already know, bro.
You know damn well how bad that is. You know you shouldn't. You know you shouldn't have that shit up there. You know it.
Bro, I'm crazy.
Fucking Rod Wave.
Yeah. Now, not
Appreciate the fire,
to
bit, huh?
see. Taylor number 1 is diabolical. Look, I like Taylor, and also my girlfriend and I drive around a lot, and we both like Taylor, so I put her on in the car like all the time because we both like Taylor Swift. Not to say that she wouldn't be number 1 if I didn't. She might be, but that probably has something to do with it.
Nigga, listen
I
to
do like
Sabrina
Taylor, though. I'm not gonna
Carpenter.
pretend. I like Sabrina Carpenter. Juno goes crazy. Espresso goes crazy. Fucking please, please, please. Taste. All that shit that she dropped this year was sick.
Chad, you see how you quickly expose a nigga? Nah, I like
Sabrina Carpenter music is heat. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Someone said
I
who
like
to
Olivia
Sabrina Carpenter.
Rodrigo as well.
She's annoying.
She's annoying?
Yeah.
Like her music or her as a person?
Both a little bit. She like sticks her tongue out to be like quirky during her concert. She's like, ah. I'm like, shut the fuck up, bro. I don't know you like that.
You know she's not doing it for you, right?
What does that mean? What are you talking
you said,
about?
shut the fuck up. I don't know you like that.
Right.
Hey, she's not doing it for you, nigga. She's doing it for everyone.
I'm watching it, bro.
Oh my god, bro.
Bro got personally offended. I'm saying, bro. Yeah. Blood sucker. Fame fucker. Get that shit out of here. Oh my god. Swag thought he was special? No. Oh my god.
Do you like Billie Eilish?
Yeah, Billy's goated. Her new album's really good.
I don't think I've ever listened to any of Billie Eilish's music.
Someone said never do that shit again. So yeah, you're right. My bad.
Some nigga asked if you licked your mic.
The Swag fucks with Dua Lipa? Oh yeah. Yeah, Dua Lipa is great. Six Bump Sexy Red.
No.
Is this true?
No, I do not.
I haven't listened to any Sexy Red either, so I don't know. I know she's cool with Drake though.
She is indeed. She's like Eminem's new album. I didn't listen to it.
I'm not listening to that shit.
Yeah, I like Eminem. I'm not really interested in Eminem now.
Yeah, the thing is, what I'll say is like Eminem's old stuff, like I see an argument for that, but like modern Eminem. And then Houdini and I'm walking out in a white beanie.
Not no fucking MGK listener.
Bro, there's this one person I saw a tweet where this person was like, I think I'm about to kill myself because my coworker just came up to me about the Kendrick Drake beef. It's like, I don't really pay attention to hip hop. The last beef I really cared about was the MGK Eminem beef.
He cared about that shit.
Like, what do you do in that situation when somebody comes up to you and initiates that conversation with you, bro?
You immediately disengage with that nigga.
You just walk away. You don't even explain.
Yeah, you can't fuck with a guy like that. Any nigga,
you know, miles greater than Eminem. Whoa.
Any guy willing to admit that the last thing he cared about was the MGK versus Eminem beef is truly dangerous.
Someone just said Lil Dicky on top. That is truly dangerous. Lil Dicky on top.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, bro. That's a dangerous nigga right there. There's no telling what he would do.
Like, bro, stay clear. Rap Devil was good. Oh my god, bro, 6. You gotta clean up your chat.
Rap Devil actually wasn't that bad. I'm gonna have to agree with him on that one.
I was literally out from the moment I heard the name. That shit is corny.
Yeah, it was corny, but it was fun. It was funny for one, and like some of it was good. It was MGK's only good song ever.
I don't know if I can give MGK a good song.
Damn.
Thoughts on trap music? Free Lil Durky. How would all music be different if Eazy-E, Tupac, and Notorious B.I.G. were still here with us today? I feel like it would be the same. Because, like, you heard me ask 6 if he listened to the new Snoop, and he just left.
Yeah. They would try to adapt, get shit on, and get clowned.
Tupac might have been able to do it. But Biggie, no. I'm not saying Tupac could have. I'm saying he might have been able to, but I don't know if he could have. Biggie, though, he would have been stuck in the 90s, I feel like.
Biggie was talking about sucking his girlfriend's dad penis. What was wrong with that? What was wrong? What was truly wrong with Biggie Smalls?
Forgot about
Why was he saying that shit?
You look so good. Like, bro, what?
Yeah, you look so good. I want to suck your dad's dick or whatever.
It was, bro.
Someone said he was with Diddy. That's true.
He was. That might be the best evidence for Diddy being super fucking gay.
That bar.
That
Really?
bar. His friend saying some shit
You're
like
not
that.
You're not being for real right now, bro.
Yes, bro.
Did he ghost wrote that
Biggie
verse?
said that.
Bro, I do actually. Oh my god, I'm about to sound so fucking Caucasian when I say this shit. I do still like More Money, More Problems, but I have to skip the Diddy verse, bro. I can't just listen to him like rap, you know. But that song goes. I love the beat. Coming.
Oh, did you see the trailer for the new Elden Ring game?
Yeah,
That
I
shit
guess we'll
looks
play it
sick.
on stream.
Yeah, got to.
Put on some Taylor Swift in the background, you know. All right, my bad, bro. Damn.
I was just sad, bro. Just truly sad.
You haven't even listened to her music, you said.
Yeah, but that's a good thing. I'm trying to keep that up.
You've heard Taylor Swift music before.
I know a few lines. I know about you.
You've
but I'm
definitely
feeling
heard.
22. I know
That's a good song.
Bad Blood.
22 is a good song. Kendrick Lamar's on that.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
And I think that's all the lines I know from her songs.
Because baby, now we got Bad Blood, you know, type shit. Bad Blood is a bop. Yeah, see? You got real people in your chat. Unwanted Ghost. I knew you were trouble. Yeah, I knew when you walked in. Bad Romance, bro. That's Lady Gaga. Baby got, but you guys aren't even talking about Taylor anymore. Do not listen to Taylor, dog, bro. It's really not like bad.
We don't know Shake It Off. I don't know Shake It Off.
Monlum, debate me, swag. Okay, about what?
You really debate that nigga Monlum? It's my boy.
Should it be legal to shoot people if you have a disagreement with them of any kind, Monlum? What do you think?
What?
I did not take a stance on that. I'm asking what Monlum thinks, you know. Bro did not just say Fergie greater, damn, bro. Blank Space goes kind of... Bro, Blank Space is crazy. I was thinking Naruto topic, LMAO. Who you got, Monlum? Obito or Itachi? Do I think Pain beats Itachi? Yeah, but I don't want to. Six and I have talked about it before. I did that shit with Noodles. I didn't want to because that shit is so toxic. Just a garbage matchup. It's so easy to be a rat for either side. Nah, Pain versus Itachi is the worst discussion of all time. Like, literally of all time.
It's up there. It's up there with Minato versus Tobirama.
Yeah.
And I know why Minato versus Tobirama got popular, but Minato versus Hashirama is sitting right there. Way more fun.
It's so much better. It's so much better. Bro, we got rewarded with that one shot last year. That statement that he's of the caliber of the first Hokage, Hashirama Senju. Oh, that shit is fire. I remember Noodles was mad about it. He was like, he means in sealing jutsu. No, Hashirama doesn't be using sealing jutsu. It's a weird way to compare him.
Yeah.
Up there with Kakazu versus Pain. Kakazu versus Pain is actually fun to talk about because it's just such a shit stomp. Like, you're trying to upscale Kakazu to Pain through Kakashi, bro. Like, come on.
I have to disagree with that one being fun to talk about.
I really just, like, it just hit me that, like, that's the only, like, avenue of attack you have. Is, like, you have to be like, Kakashi did better against Pain than Kakazu. So Kakazu's stronger. It's so stupid.
The topic in general is just hella dishonest. Like, bro.
Orochimaru versus Jiraiya gets hella toxic. I just don't feel like I just want to say the Sanin are relative.
Yeah. That's really why that topic is so exhausting. It's like, okay, rank them how you want. Deadass.
Yeah.
Just rank them how you fucking want.
Mm-hmm.
You like Orochimaru more? Okay, buddy, there you go. Orochimaru is the strongest Sanin.
Yeah, you can say Tsunade won too, just based on her war arc feats.
Yeah. You like Hex and Sage mode? All right, Jiraiya is the strongest.
What I think is interesting too is Tsunade should be like weaker than. Whoa! I just dropped my phone. I don't know what that picked up. Tsunade should be weaker in the war arc than she would have been when Pain showed up, because she had less like 100 healings chakra, because she used it all to heal everybody, and that was like years and years. And then what she had against Madara was like weeks or months or whatever.
Yeah.
Kid Cudi versus Buhan. That's pretty funny.
Kid Cudi versus Buhan.
Cudi Han versus Kid Cudi. I think I'm gonna have to give it to Buhan. All right. A manga Buhan versus manga Kid Buu 6. Come on. Be correct. Come on.
Buhan on that one.
Yeah, that's correct. All right.
Yeah, unless, well, no, yeah, I think I'd go Buhan the whole way.
Base Gotenks pre-time chamber versus Majin Vegeta.
I don't know.
The crazy thing is Krillin thinks that Gotenks can beat Buu when he senses his ki.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And you know what's even crazier is like Piccolo sees that they didn't go Super Saiyan and he doesn't know that they can transform after fusing, and he still thinks after the time chamber training that they can beat Super Buu once he like senses how much stronger they've gotten when they fuse. So post Room of Spirit and Time, Gotenks is like stronger than pre Room of Spirit and Time Super Gotenks. Swag was locked in the hyperbolic time chamber. Yeah, sure. Do you think any form of Gotenks is stronger than Goku? Yeah, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is stronger than Goku when he first appears. But by the end of the Buu arc, Super Saiyan 3 Goku is definitely stronger.
I don't think that Gotenks is ever stronger than Goku.
What, you don't fuck with the people who put Super Saiyan 1 Gotenks over Super Saiyan 3 Goku?
Fuck no. I think Goku's just stronger than that dude.
But he beats up like Super Buu, like harder than Goku beat up Fat Buu.
Yeah, but Goku wasn't trying to kill Fat Buu.
He went Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah, but he says he could have beat him and he didn't.
Yeah, I guess that's true. What if he was just lying?
There's also, the super exciting guide says that, Goku and Ultimate Gohan are on par.
Yeah. I hate Dragon Ball guidebook statements.
Sometimes they
Would y'all rather have Maharaga's conceptual adaptation or Broly's ability to get massive strength gains mid-fights?
Give me
$5 from
Maharaga.
Backstroke King. Yeah, because Broly only gets strong relative to the people he's fighting.
Yeah, give me Maharaga. Because
Like, I'd be able to put my hand in a blender if I had Maharaga's ability.
if I get Maharaga, I'm never like I can't die.
Yeah.
You know,
Like, again, you can just put your hand in a blender.
people don't know Maharaga can adapt without turning his wheel.
Yeah.
So just give me that.
Would you be able to adapt to an explosion as it's happening?
Yeah, because Maharaga doesn't use reverse curse technique or anything like that. So all his healing and whatnot, all that has to be adaptation. And he just
Someone said,
heals from
nah,
weaker
I had
stuff.
stroke.
Okay.
Isn't Broly's power like dangerously fluctuating? But it's only because he's fighting like these god level people.
It's like it's fluctuating upwards.
Who y'all have fused Momo versus Delta?
I'm not answering that. No, fuck no.
I know what you're gonna say. It's Delta. You just don't want people to get mad at you.
Not again, man.
Swagkage versus Yuta? Oh my god.
Hey, no JJK shit, please.
The answer is Yuta, by the way, but yeah, no JJK shit. Unless I get
what?
I guess it's like unless you upscaled Toji using Maki, but I feel like that's kind of stupid. I think that she gets stronger.
Arale versus the Allied Shinobi Alliance. What the fuck? Arale.
Yeah. Hydrogen bomb versus like wasp nest. Like, you think any GT character is stronger than any super character? Oh, yeah, you have no idea.
Dude, do you think I can get away with making a pit bulls versus toddlers video?
No, your channel will get nuked, bro.
Bro, I want to do it so bad. I had a fucking script.
Make a second channel for it.
Yeah, that's probably the move. Gonna do that.
Bro, if I see that shit on my like feed, like could a pit bull beat a toddler? Oh, second channel 7.
7 from Kyoto.
Super Saiyan Kaba versus Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Y'all will not like my answer to that question. And I also got to keep that shit close to the chest because of an upcoming event.
Yes. Oh, chat, y'all didn't answer me earlier. Who do y'all want to see Swag debate in January?
Kaba. People say Kaba to the earlier question.
Or make it for members only. Yeah, that's also a good idea. I'd probably do the second channel though. Yeah, I'm not an option. I'm not an option. Joe Rogan.
Daigo Knight.
Sage? Hell no.
I want to hear Joe Rogan talk to Noodles about Pain versus Kakazu.
Carthu's the ideal pick.
The thing is, Carthu knows about like my shit, bro.
No. Swag wants to run something that like he thinks Carthu would probably agree on anyway. Weeaboo Warrior.
Who the fuck is Weeaboo Warrior?
Nothing. It's not something I would want to see. Noodles round 2. That nigga gets his news through snail mail.
Yeah, I'm not doing that again, bro. Because Noodles round 1 was really like Parrot round 2. So when you think about it, Noodles round 2 was like Parrot round 3.
Totally not Mark. Totally not Mark's not a power scaler, really. You know.
I don't know if he likes me.
Well, why would that nigga hate you?
I'm not saying he hates me or anything, but I just feel like he doesn't like me because I know Seth made a bunch of videos like debunking Mark's videos. And I was like closely associated with Seth, so.
Hmm.
I think Mark's cool, but yeah, I don't know if he'd want to do a power scaling debate.
Bro, you should debate Carthu on Super Saiyan 3.
I will do that. I will do that. Yeah, Super Saiyan 3 being a good or bad form, yeah.
Yeah,
we'll do that.
That's fire.
I mean, I know you're going to be a little bit biased judging that. So are you just going to be the judge?
Judging.
Or are you going to have you're going to have a panel.
Yeah, I'm going to have a panel.
Super Saiyan 4 or Super Saiyan God? Oh my god, 4 sweep. 4 shits on God. Like if we're talking about like swag.
Bro, GT fucks my perception of things so bad. Because 4 is so conceptually cold. The design's cold, everything. Then it's in GT though. So it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but UI isn't super.
Yeah, but UI is like, that's something special. Like,
So is Super Saiyan 4.
UI and Super Saiyan 4 is not like UI. Hell no.
Super Saiyan 4 is cooler than UI, actually. I mean, it just is, bro. UI shouldn't even be a form.
There's literally no reason to lie about that. Why are you doing it?
UI shouldn't even be a form.
Fucking no, bro.
Super Saiyan 4 versus Super Saiyan Blue.
Blue
That's
sweep.
4. A blue sweep. LMFAOOO.
Blue, bro.
That's
Super
Super
Saiyan
Saiyan 4.
Blue is so tough, bro. Niggas started capping on Super Saiyan Blue, but
No, it was always pretty lame.
Bro,
It's especially lame when they got rid of the like god-based thing. When you could just use all the forms. Then Super Saiyan Blue is like weird. It doesn't make any sense. But like when Goku was like locked to just base and Super Saiyan Blue, then it was dope.
I mean, I kind of agree. It should have been like that. Have it locked. There was one. Do you know a YouTuber named Hail Zeon?
Yes.
He said one time, and I still agree.
I think Zeon is a she now. Just FYI.
Yeah, she. Well, back then, she was he. And she said a long time ago that Blue should have not been in the Frieza movie, or just
I agree. It should have been.
Just remove.
It would. Yeah, because it hits so much harder when you reveal it in
in the Universe 6 tournament.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah, it fixes a lot of problems.
And then you have Vegeta debut it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would have been cool. Especially with that foreshadowing of like when Goku and Vegeta are training. And the blue spark comes out. Yeah.
God should have been used in Resurrection F. Well, no, because God at that time they were getting rid of God as a form, and it was like Blue was like God was base, Blue was the new form. But then they were like, oh, we want to be able to sell toys of like all the forms, so we want Goku to be able to go Super Saiyan in his Whiskey. And then they ditched the Whiskey anyway, so there was no fucking point.
I would have honestly preferred if they went all in, like if they just went all in on the revival of F as a rerun of the Goku Frieza fight, because they half-assed it, where it's like the golden form basically is the same thing functionally
as full power.
Full power. Yeah. If they would have did it where Goku used Super Saiyan God, and then he unlocked Super Saiyan Blue in the middle of the fight, while Frieza declines after getting God. Like, if they would have went all in on it, probably would have been better off for it.
Yeah, that's cool. Right. I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. I'm tired after this video. You guys have a good night. It's been good talking to you.
All right, Brody. I'm gonna get off to 3 hour stream.
All right. Later. Night,
So-
everybody.
All right, chat. The fuck out of here. I'm gonna leave this bot up. So, do with that information what you will. Obviously, thanks for watching. Everybody who donated, thank you for donating. Fun stream. Catch you niggas.